nearby. Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/familybirthcenter. Trinity Health, making more possible.
If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iron. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
Our history sets us on our path. From the moment we're born, we begin our walk through life. We learn so we can discover. We find our passion and develop our skills. We build relationships. We start thinking about what we're going to leave behind to those we love. Let our legacy help shape yours. First International Bank and Trust. No matter your place in life, we can help you live first.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
your bank had your back or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need. Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
You worked hard, saved well, and invested wisely. Whether it's paying for a child's education, taking the family trip you've dreamed of, giving back to the community, or funding a confident retirement, we can help you reach your goals. We are passionate about helping you make smart decisions about your spending and saving so you can feel confident about the future while enjoying life today. Together, we can design a personalized plan that takes into account your short and long-term needs and wants, but is flexible enough to adjust as your life changes.
In times of loss, ServPro brings hope. With expertise in Minot and Bismarck, we don't just restore homes, we rebuild lives.
Nobody thinks about personal injury until it happens, but when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil.
Well, 4 teams remain for the right to be crowned the state Class A champion in the state of North Dakota. One of those happens to be your defending state Class A champion tonight. We will narrow it down to 2 for the right to play tomorrow night and be crowned the state Class A champions in the state of North Dakota. Hi, good evening, basketball fans. Scott WOODMANSEE alongside Todd DOMRES, and I'd like to welcome you back to the Bismarck Event Center as it's semifinal night here in the capital city at the Bismarck Event Center as the Class B semifinals. We've got our 2 finalists in the B. Well, now we're going to determine our 2 finalists in the A, and we'll do that here tonight. And Todd, as we take a look at this, as we talked last night, the opening round went chalk. And right now, tonight, we've got Devils Lake in game number 1. Devils Lake, the defending state champions, the number 2 seed at 23-1. And the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks, the number 3 seed at 21-3. We'll get things started here tonight.
Well, and, both teams took care of business yesterday, right? I mean, Devils Lake came out as advertising that opening round victory over DLB and kind of announced their presence with authority in that first quarter, and they really brought it to the Lakers. And how impressive were they? I mean, this looks like a business trip for the Firebirds, and they have come to Bismarck with bad intentions. And, boy, they played extremely well yesterday. Different challenge today. Shiloh Christian, we know a Brad Miller coach team. They will come ready, and they will come prepared, and they will have a game plan on how to try to slow down the Devils Lake Firebirds. But, man, they were impressive yesterday, both inside and out. They had both facets working, and they were locked in on the defensive end.
So many weapons on this Devils Lake team, and I think that's what everybody wants to know in here, Todd, is what is Brad Miller's game plan tonight here to try and slow down this Devils Lake Firebird team, but we're soon going to find out.
Yeah, exactly, and we know how Shiloh plays. I mean, Mike Dwyer brought I'll call Steve Miller mentality to Class B basketball back in the day and how they played defense, and they have the depth to play a style that says, hey, we're going to get up in your face and make you handle the basketball and absorb pressure and get into your comfort area and take away your personal space as a ball handler and as a shooter. Brad Miller has taken that same style from Mike Dwyer and now has had very good success with it in the seasons that Coach Miller, now 8 years, has had great success. And so can they execute that against the team that's as physically gifted and as talented as the Devil Lake Firebird? That's going to be the challenge on the defensive end. Can you match up man-to-man with these guys? Because 1 through 5, you can't match up with every position that Devils Lake has because they're going to outsize you, and that's going to put a guy like Caden England into the crosshairs because a lot of nights he's playing power forward type defense. He's guarding a 4. And on some teams, that's a guy that's 6'2", 6'3". Devils Lake, that's 6'6".
Yep.
And they're bad dudes.
Yeah. Well, they put 3 guys in double figures yesterday, did the Firebirds, and we'll see what they do tonight. As you're listening to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, timely service that won't slow you down, no appointment needed, stay in your car drive-through. It's Valvoline Instant Oil Change. We'll take a quick timeout. We come back. We'll take a look inside our Dakota Square Arco player profile for both teams when we come back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
have over 60 years combined experience in the field. Not only are we writing estimates, talking with customers, we're in the shop working alongside of our team members.
I've always had a very strong passion for repairing vehicles. I've been doing it since I've been in high school, and I've always enjoyed seeing the vehicle repaired back to their original conditions.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve the Bismarck-Mandan community for the last 7 years. We look forward to expanding into our new addition to better serve our customers, Centennial Collision and Paint.
Rooted in the heart of our vibrant communities stands Brevera Bank, offering complete financial services for banking, wealth management, and insurance. From home loans and checking accounts
Let me tell you about the cashback rewards with this account.
to wealth management, we'll help you forge your path ahead.
Let's create a plan to reach your financial goals. Sounds great.
With specialty insurance coverage, our advisors ensure your operation can carry on.
Looks like it's going to be a great harvest.
Welcome back to our Valvoline It's an Oil Change pregame show. Todd DOMRES, Scott WOODMANSEE with you courtside at the Bismarck Event Center as we get you set for semifinal game number 1, Shiloh Christian and the Devils Lake Firebirds. It's now time for our Dakota Square Arco player profile from the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks. Dakota Square Arco. Why have so many people made Dakota Square Arco their favorite convenience store? Quality fuel, convenience item, an awesome touchless car wash, and the best customer service. See for yourself, Dakota Square Arco, west of Dakota Square Mall at 1520 24th Avenue, southwest in the Magic City. Well, Todd, we're going to put Tristan Grease into our player profile for the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks. You said this guy, he's a guy that comes in at 6'4". He's one of the guys that can somewhat match up with this Firebird basketball team and had 13 points yesterday. But I think tonight he's going to have his work cut out for him as we talked about. You've got Nelson and Worth and Brodina, and it's going to be interesting to see what task he draws.
Well, and love the game of Tristan Grease. I mean, this 6'4" senior averaging a double-double, got a high motor, rebounds the basketball at a high rate. Yeah, he will have his hands full tonight. But the thing that Tristan Grease has as a 6'4" kid, he's got strength, but he's also got quickness. And for a lot of teams, that's a tough matchup. And the way Shiloh plays a lot of nights, they can spread you out, and they can get 5 guys on the perimeter. They can put the ball on the deck, including Tristan Grease. And so just as much as we talk about the Devils Lake Firebirds and what problems they present with their size, Shiloh's going to present some problems with their versatility, including a guy like Tristan Grease. So, but he's going to have to stay out of foul trouble. That is going to be mission objective number 1 tonight for that guy. But, yeah, he can get some things done. And Devils Lake's going to have to account for Tristan Grease tonight.
Yeah, they certainly will, as Tristan Grease, a big key to this Shiloh Christian Skyhawks basketball team. As we'll take another timeout on our Planning Team Financial Advisors pregame show. When we come back, we'll take a look at our Swenson RV and Marine player profile from the Devils Lake Firebirds. You're listening to semifinal night of the State Super A from the Bismarck Event Center. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tires' lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Relax, Spas Etc., Bismarck's #1 hot tub and sauna dealer, brings luxury and wellness straight to your home. Discover top brands, Sundance Hot Tubs and Michael Phelps Swim Spas that deliver not just relaxation, but real therapeutic benefits. Right now, save up to $5,000 or enjoy up to 72 months interest-free financing. Visit us today at 1420 East Main Avenue in Bismarck and experience the best deals for yourself.
A lot of red, a lot of blue. That would be navy blue in the building for this one, as the Firebird fans are in attendance. The Shiloh fan are in attendance, and it should be fun here tonight. Todd, let's take a look at our Swenson RV and Marine player profile from the Firebirds. Swenson RV and Marine is your official Tracker Marine dealer with a full line of Tracker and Nitro fishing boats along with Sun Tracker and Regency pontoons. They also have a full line of Tracker off-road, Yeti ice houses, and many campers at their locations in Minot and Bismarck. Shop online at Swenson RV and Marine. And tonight, that player profile, Todd, we're taking a look at the 6'1 junior Mason Palmer, and what a day he had yesterday. 19 points coming into the tournament, averaging 15 on the season, and he's the guy. He's the quarterback for this Firebird team.
Yeah, 100%. I thought Joel Nelson got him off to a great start, but, man, Mason Palmer set the tone yesterday for the Firebirds, and why not, right? All-state football kid, leads the team in assists, but he was scoring the basketball yesterday. You can see athletic kid and a quarterback a wide receiver, quarterback, all-state kid, standout pitcher in baseball, and a shortstop. And so the thing that I said yesterday, Scott, that you're going to find out, when you have twin brothers that are identical twins, and one of them's 0 and one of them's 2, they both have the exact same leg sleeve on the same leg. It's kind of like the Dalen boys from Killdeer. Can you just do something? And they did at least wear different colored shoes. So that's the one thing we've got going on for us for Max and Mason Palmer. But I was really impressed with that kid's game yesterday. He brought it, and he's going to be a load. You talk about all the bigs and everybody else for the Firebirds, then all of a sudden you got a guy like Mason Palmer out there doing his thing. That's a lethal combination.
Well, do you smell Carson Quam by chance on that Mason Palmer matchup to start this one?
I would. That's going to be that's an interesting call right there because based on what we've seen covering Shiloh a few times, I would say Carson Quam's probably your best on-ball defender. So where do you put him? Do you take him and put him on a Brodina? Do you take and put him on a Max Palmer, a Mason Palmer? You're going to have to use up some size to take care of Oliver Worth and also Joel Nelson. So, I'm curious to see where Coach Miller throws old Carson Quam right away.
Well, Todd, while we're at it, let's take a look at our Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game. There's no other choice to seal your heating and air game other than the Northern Plains Heating and Air. Call Dylan today at 222-2155 to make sure your furnace is performing at the top of its game. New installation upgrades, all your furnace and AC needs. Again, call Dylan today at 222-2155. And you take a look for the Firebirds, Todd. I think it holds testimony to say to the fact that, like Kindred last night, just keep doing what you're doing because what you're doing has worked for 23 games, one blemish. So keep doing what you've been doing because it's gotten you this far.
Yeah, and you can see Devils Lake's a tight-knit team that they play all these sports together, and this group has bought into the defense that the Firebirds want to play. And when you look at this game and you break it down, you say, well, you got the top 2 scoring teams in the tournament, number 1 and number 2. Which defense is going to rise up tonight? The Firebirds, we know they can play defense. They only give up 46 points a game. That's number 2 in the field. Shiloh's gives up 57. So that's going to be a key for me is which team's defense is going to be the one that rises to the top and which scheme that Coach Miller is going to deploy tonight as well.
And then real quick on the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks, last time they played, Todd, 67-39. Shiloh they remember that one.
Yep. Yeah, Coach Miller talked about it yesterday. I think the key for me is Caden England. We touched on it. He's going to have to guard a big. How much does he have to expend on the defensive end because they need him to be electric on the offensive end. So that's a key for me watching that develop throughout the course of the game.
Well, folks, we're about ready for this one as we're going to have our national anthem when we come back. The starting lineups, the opening tip, semifinal game number 1, Devils Lake, Shiloh Christian, next, right here on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Well, welcome back to the Bismarck Event Center. Todd DOMRES alongside Scott WOODMANSEE alongside Todd DOMRES. How about I say that a different way, my friend? As we are about ready to get this one underway, as they're about ready to introduce the starting lineups for you here tonight. And those starting lineups are going to be brought to you in part by Envision Cooperative. Envision Cooperative Rugby, Towner, Mulhall, Sherwood, and Wolford is here to help you with your farming and home needs, from agronomy, equipment, energy, farm, and home to gas and snacks. Visit a store near you. Envision Cooperative, Energy, Agronomy, C-Stores. We can do this together at Envision Cooperative. As the starting lineups are being introduced, first of all, for the Skyhawks from Shiloh Christian, they'll go like this. At one guard will be Wyatt Weston. He is a 6'3 senior. At another guard will be Dawson Davis, 5'11, a sophomore. At one forward will be Caden England. He's 6'2 and a senior. The other forward will be Carson Quam, 6'1 and a junior. And in the middle will be Tristan Grease, 6'4 and a senior. Their head coach is Brad Miller. For the Firebirds, they'll go like this. At one guard will be Mason Palmer. He's 6'1 and a junior. At the other guard spot will be Parker Brodina. He's 6'4 and a senior. At one forward spot will be Oliver Worth, 6'6 and a senior. The other forward will be Trayson Beck, 6'2 and a senior. And in the middle will be Joel Nelson. He's 6'6 and a senior. Their head coach is Dustin Brodina. The officials tonight are Ethan Johnson, Jason West, and Mike Lean. So it'll be Palmer, Brodina, Nelson, Worth, and Beck for the Firebirds. England, Weston, Davis, Quam, and Grease for the Skyhawks.
A couple interesting things come to mind here, Scott. Shiloh Christian has been to the state tournament now 13 out of 16 years, the last 16 years. That is unbelievable. A guy like Caden England, he's played in now 5 consecutive state tournaments, so they're not going to throw anything at Caden England that he hasn't seen in a state tournament type environment. And so Shiloh's hot. They got the longest winning streak in this tournament at 15 games, and so what can they dial up tonight to maybe contend with a high-flying Firebird team that comes in seemingly clicking on all cylinders?
Yeah, they certainly do. As yesterday, that was really my first look at them, and I suppose it was your first look at them, but they were really impressive. And they play well together, and you can see these kids have played a lot of basketball in their own backyards together. And so tonight it'll be interesting to see what the Skyhawks have in store for the Firebirds here tonight.
You wonder if it's an advantage for Shiloh having played Devils Lake earlier in the season. They went up there on January 17th and got beat handily, 67-39. And so do you go back and dial up that tape and say, okay, we can't do that again. Shiloh's 6-2 against the tournament field. They lost to Kindred, they lost to Devils Lake, and then they lost to Rapid City Christian, who's a great out-of-state team. So they've gotten all comers, and now they get a second chance at one of them.
Yes, they certainly do. Well, I want to thank you for tuning in to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Valvoline Instant Oil Change locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find us online at VIOC.com. Well, the Firebirds in their white uniforms with red numbers, black trim. Got the Firebird on the back top of the jersey. The Skyhawks, same thing. Got the Skyhawk on the top of their jersey and their navy jerseys with white trim. And we are about ready to go here in semifinal game number 1.
I was looking up top to see if the National Guard is going to be rappelling down, but it looks like they're just delivering it from the...
Yeah, I think that's tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, we're going to have our game ball delivery.
How cool is that? Get a National Guard guy from Devils Lake delivering the game ball tonight.
Staff Sergeant Everroot, I believe it was, as we are ready to go. Worth will go up against Grease. Ball is in the air. Tip's going to be controlled by Palmer for Devils Lake. Palmer guarded by Quam. Palmer attacks down the right side. Falls down. Ball's loose. Weston gets the floor and they turn him over. Now back comes Caden England in the front court. Little stop and go move. Kicks in the corner. 3 ball on the way. Dawson Davis Grease, the weak side rebound. He hands it off to Weston. Here's England, left side three on the way. Bingo!
You think Caden England coming ready to play?
Oh, he's fired up. Here's Palmer on the attack. Now he's trying to find somewhere to go with it. He gets it out high. That's Oliver Worth. Now they go to Brodina. Brodina spins. Now they get it off to Beck. Beck now back to Brodina. Down low they go Nelson. The left-hander operates, spins baseline. May have had a little suitcase violation there. Brodina on the baseline goes up, missed it. Rebound to Beck. And he throws it away, but no, they're going to say it was off of Shiloh Christian. It'll go stay with the Firebirds.
Yeah, a couple answers or questions answered earlier, Scott. You got Carson Quam guarding Mason Palmer and Shiloh man-to-man.
Oh, Nelson gave up a shot. He finds Worth. Worth, his jumper from the left wing's up and good for Oliver Worth.
That's a good sign for Devils Lake, as Worth didn't get off to a great start yesterday with just 4 points.
3-2 our score on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Here's England back with it. Comes up high. Wyatt Weston guarded by Nelson. He attacks, nowhere to go. Now they go back out high near side to Dawson Davis. Now England attacks, guarded by Brodina, gets it off to Davis. They hand off to Quam. Quam, he attacks in the lane. Quam, shot comes up, and that was errant, wide left. Here comes Palmer with it. Palmer forcing the issue. We're going to get a bump in the backcourt or in the front court. That's going to go against Dawson Davis, his first, team's first. Just underway, 6:23 to go. Opening quarter, 3-2. Shiloh by 1.
So you get Caden England down there right away, Scott guarding Oliver Worth, giving up 5 inches.
Here's Nelson with it. Down low, they post Brodina. Brodina on the baseline. He kicks it left baseline to Worth. Worth backs in. Kicks it. Here's Brodina. Right side three on the way. Too strong. Long rebound by Worth. And we're going to have a foul on the rebound. And that one's going to go against Dawson Davis, and that'll be 2 on Dawson Davis.
Yeah, 2 quick ones, and so Shiloh's going to have to quickly go to the bench, and Mason Seifert's going to be coming on.
Yeah, Mason Seifert comes into the ball game. Seifert, 6-foot junior.
You can already see a problem developing here for Shiloh. They've induced 3 missed shots, and they haven't been able to clear but 1 of the rebounds.
Yep. Palmer on the attack on Quam. Nowhere to go. Now he leans in. Tough shot. Contested by Quam. Ball's loose, and Grease is down there. Still loose. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to go to Devils Lake. Oh, no, they reversed the call.
Little zebra convention. They just pointed the wrong direction. A little lobbying there from the Shiloh Christian Scots. Hey, the thing I like about Shiloh is they've not gotten the rebounds so far, but they've been first to the floor twice.
Yes, they have.
On loose balls.
Yes, they have. Here's Weston now, England with it. Up high they go Seifert. 1 bounce, nowhere to go. Now Weston goes baseline left, spins. Tough shot falling away, comes off. Rebound back on the weak side. Up the far side, Palmer. Nice diagonal pass. Brodina layup, got it.
Well, and both teams' half-court defense, Scott, is locked in so far. You're seeing contested shot after contested shot. Getting a transition basket like that is going to be huge.
4-3. Firebirds by 1. Quam's 3 air ball into the hands of Palmer. Back comes Palmer. He goes Brodina, high right side. Brodina puts it on the floor, kicks in the corner to Beck, and he saved it to Palmer. Now here's Worth with it, top of the key. Now he comes left wing, Palmer. Palmer, 1 bounce, nowhere to go. Now he hands it back to Nelson. Nelson, as they work in that corner, Palmer, left corner 3, comes off, and Nelson fights to the rebound, ball's loose. And you know, the 3 times, make it now 4, Todd, that you said about going to the floor. Guess who's been the first guy down there?
Carson Quam.
Carson Quam. We got a media timeout on the floor. 4:43 to go, opening quarter of play. Devils Lake 4, Shiloh 3. Back after this, First and National Bank and Trust timeout on the floor.
Deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Well, 4-3 our score as Shiloh brings it back into the front court, and England. Now here's Quam. Now they go up top of the key. Weston, shot fake. He's trying to get downhill on Nelson. Step back, and that one rolls in and out. Quam the rebound. He gets it off to Weston. They get a new shot clock. Here's England with it. England gets in the paint. Stop. Nice pass. Reverse. Shot up. Grease missed it. And we're going to get a foul. Yeah, as they're going to get Beck with the foul. Trayson Beck, his first, team's first.
Scott, this game is not for the faint of heart.
No, it's not.
There's some big boy basketball being played out there.
Grease down low on Worth. Now back out Weston. Right side three. Bingo.
Man, you give him an inch, man, he will take a mile. He doesn't need a lot of space.
6-4. Here's on the other end. Here's Nelson. His shot rolls off. Good box out by Seifert on the weak side. Run down by Weston. Now England back with it in the front court. A little shimmy shake. Nowhere to go with it. Now he comes Seifert high right side. Now here's England. Gets a screen from Grease. Turns the corner on Worth. Flips it up. And it's going to be on the drive. So we'll be baseline out of bounds.
So we talked about the hard time that Caden England's going to have guarding somebody big. Well, you got Parker Brodina trying to check a point guard like Caden England on the other end. So, hey.
They got to balancing things out a little bit on the defensive side.
A guy like Rusty Gillette used to tell me, he says, don't worry about it, TD. They got to guard us on the other end. Anytime we were worried about guarding a big guy, he's like, don't worry about it, man. They got to guard us down here.
That's right. Quick inbound, the shot fake, the flyby. Score it, and one for Tristan Grease.
I love the delayed punch for the and one, too. Everybody's kind of like, is that going to count? And it's like, boof, yeah. Love the out of bounds. Love the out of bounds set there, too.
Yep. So Tristan Grease toes the Serve Pro free throw line, 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. Grease sets and delivers, and he got it.
This doesn't feel like a start where the game's going to be 67-39, does it?
No, it does not. 9-4, Shallow by 5 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Here's Brodina. Finds Nelson down low. He operates, gets free. Oh, blocked there. Oh, good play, hustle play there by Tristan Grease, but it's out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Firebirds.
That's the athleticism there. Those two are two high flyers. They got Joel Nelson down there. It looked like he was free, and then the eraser came in Grease.
Inbound from Mason Palmer. Now in there's Max Palmer. Now here's Brodina. Now they post up Worth. Now Brodina go baseline left up high. Here's Mason Palmer. His three on the way, and he buries it.
Yeah, good close out in the hand there by Wyatt Weston. Just a better offensive attack.
Here's Carson Quam on the other end. He rises up to the baseline and scores.
This is high-level stuff right here.
They are getting after each other. 11-7 our score, 2:52 to go opening quarter play. Nelson goes baseline, loses it, ball's on the floor and thrown up. Air apparent there by Worth. Here's Max Palmer, left side, three, bingo!
These Palmers are just relentless.
11-10 our score on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Shiloh within our leads by 1. There's a hand back. Attacking is England. England shot fake, step through, flips it up with the left hand and scores it. Oh, the degree of difficulty there, TD, was high.
That's against a rugged 6'4" guy, and you're flipping it up with your offhand.
Oh, and Palmer attacks the 10, Mason, and scores. He's got a quick 5.
Oh, hey, where's the defense? What happened?
Yeah, all of a sudden now.
I thought these two teams were defensive experts.
Now we're going back and forth. Shallow by 1 at 13-12. Here's England on the right wing. England's going to attack on Brodina, now backs out. Now gets it to Wyatt Weston. Weston attacks on Nelson. Oh, the offhand finger roll is off. Back comes Brodina in the left corner. Palmer, that's Max. Now here's Mason, high right side three. Bingo! Oh, heat check for Mason Palmer, and he buries another one. And Devils Lake leads it by a deuce at 15-13.
I just love the sharing of the basketball. I mean, you had three guys there turn down shots to set up a wide open Mason Palmer.
Grease. Now here's England, top of the key. He's going to fire a three. That one rolls around and goes in.
Mason Palmer, Caden England putting on a show.
16-15, Shiloh by 1. Minute 5 to play. Opening quarter, here's Palmer. Oh, one more time. Another dagger by Mason Palmer.
He's letting that follow through hang there a little bit. I like it.
18-16, here's England attacks. Wraparound pass taken away by Max Palmer. Here comes Max in the front court. He kicks left wing Brodina. Down low Nelson. Nelson hangs, and Max Palmer runs it down. Here's a heat check. Bingo! Oh, are you kidding me? Palmer with the heat check.
That thing looks like an ocean right now.
21-16. 5-point lead now for Shiloh, or for Devils Lake. Shiloh going to play for one. Oh, they didn't get that second median in this quarter. England's going to attack. England to Quam, taken away by Palmer. Here's a lead pass. Nelson, he's going to send it home. Oh! Palmer flushes one home on the buzzer. And look out, as this place just got electric after that flush by Joel Nelson, and that leads us to the end of quarter number 1. On the BNC Bank scoreboard, Devils Lake 23, Shiloh 16. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Your bank had your back or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need. Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
As a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
Well, we first started out the opening quarter with a defensive battle, TD, and then, oh boy, she started to heat up a little bit.
Well, how awesome was that? I mean, that was just high-level stuff right there, and Mason Palmer was just electric, and 14 points in the first quarter. He just picks up right where he left off yesterday, where he had 10 points in the first quarter. And, hey, I thought Shiloh played phenomenal, but that run by the Firebirds, when they get stops and get it cranked up in transition, they are a problem.
23 they got. As now we start the second quarter of play, as Firebirds will have it. Here's Palmer with it. That's Mason. On the bounce, Palmer gets to the free throw line, now attacks downhill. Oh, he came up a little short on the layup. Rebound comes down to Tristan Grease.
That's the first thing he's missed, and it was the easiest shot he had.
Yeah, it certainly was. On the other end, Dawson Davis in there now. Hangs and scores, and he's fouled.
A good answer by Shiloh. They have gotten deep a few times, whether that's Caden England now or Dawson Davis. You've seen Grease get in there. You've seen Weston get in there. And, hey, now we're going to have some makeup media timeout.
Yes, and we've got a makeup media timeout right now. 7:28 to go, opening half. Devils Lake 23, Shiloh 18. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Financial plan or planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Dawson Davis toes the Serve Pro free throw line. Shot no good. Long rebound to Grease. And run down by Wyatt Weston. Here's Davis again. Davis free throw line. Now Weston left wing 3 on the way. Bingo.
Love the second chance dug out of there by Tristan Grease. And just a good reversal of the basketball freed up Wyatt Weston. And again, he doesn't need much space.
23-21. Devils Lake by 2. Here's Palmer on the attack. Gets downhill. Kicks in the left corner. Brodina for 3. That's short. Nelson, right place, right time. Up off the window with the left hand and scored it.
So challenging keeping those guys off the glass, Scott. And hey, I think if you're Coach Miller, you had to come back with Dawson Davis. I mean, he had 2 fouls early, and he's a guy you got to have back on the floor, even in that little bit of foul trouble.
Here's Weston, left wing 3, one more time. That one comes off. Quam battles for the rebound, but it's going to be off of Devils Lake. Today's game brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. Try that Blue Buffalo, the plain cheese. You can order that by calling 701-852-1700. Planet Pizza serving the Magic City for 25 years. Beck comes back into the ball game. Here's England out of the right corner. That one hit the top of the basket as Quam had the weak side rebound.
I was going to say, that's a tough angle. It's like he was Larry Bird that one time when he shot it over the corner of the backboard.
Yeah.
I'm like, that only works for the legend.
Yes, it does. Not at this level.
And they waved it off, too, by the way.
25-21. Devils Lake by 4. 6:20 left to go here in the opening half. Here's Beck with it. Beck. Nowhere to go. Guarded by England. Now here's Nelson. Nelson, he beats his man. That's Weston to the 10. And nice hustle play there by Weston. Saved it to Grease. Now back to England. England in the front court now. Slows the offense. Hands it off Davis.
Good little answer here, Scott, by Shiloh, just to kind of stem this tide, because Devils Lake finished that quarter with so much momentum.
Dawson Davis. Shot comes off. Here's Mason Palmer, right side 3. That one rolls off. Weak side rebound to Weston. He gets it off to England.
He was just fading back a little bit on that one.
England attacks. Nowhere to go. Good D there by Brodina. Shot fake by Weston. Now gets in the paint. Turn shot comes off too strong. Nelson the rebound. He gets it off to Mason Palmer. Palmer up the right sideline. Now between the legs. Spins baseline on Quam. Now gets to Brodina. Brodina goes baseline. Up high Nelson. Nelson right down Broadway. Kicks in the corner. Here's Max Palmer left side. 3. Bingo.
Well, I know one thing. These 2 Palmer kids have shot a lot of kick-out shot, or like you penetrate, you kick it out, you shoot it. You catch and shoot, you catch and shoot, you catch and shoot. They have been so money on that.
28-21, Grease down low. Now Weston right side 3 on the way. Bingo.
Well, he's talking about catch and shoot.
Talking about money.
Wyatt Weston's got it dialed in right now.
Lead back to 4 now as Shiloh trails 28-24 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Here's a drive to the 10, and Palmer goes up and finishes it again.
This guy's scoring at an elite clip, isn't he?
Yeah, 16 already in the opening half.
How did he only average 15 in the regular season?
I don't know. If I'm not mistaken, didn't he start hot yesterday too?
Yeah, he had 10 in the first quarter.
Here's England. That little teardrop is contested, but we're going to have a foul. And that's going to go against Carson Quam. First personal. First team foul. We've got immediate timeout on the floor. 4:14 to go. Opening half of play. Devils Lake 30, Shiloh 24. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese. It has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh, yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh, yeah.
Order for Danny? Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
Well, Foston Olson has checked in now for the Firebirds. Palmer walks it in the front court and enters it high right side to Nelson. Nelson on the left-handed bounce, trying to go by England and gets downhill. Kicks it back right wing to Brodina. Brodina now at Nelson. Nelson, 18-footer on the way. That one comes off. Weak side rebound to Olson. Devils Lake retains possession. Now Brodina attacks. Here's Nelson on the baseline. Now kicks in the corner. Worse, sets, fires for three. That one comes off. And England, the weak side rebound.
The one guy who hasn't got going in this whole equation for Devils Lake is Parker Brodina.
Yeah.
Their leading scorer.
3:29 to go. Here's England. Trying to get down here, loses the basketball. A little 2-on-1 and poked away there as Grease didn't see it. And they're going to get a foul.
I love this call because Grease is there. He didn't know where the basketball was, but then here comes Nelson slamming into his legs and took his legs out. And yeah, that's a great call. It's a great call.
Second team foul on the Firebirds. Today's game brought to you in part BNC National Bank. Your life is busy. We'll manage your money easy with locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Visit BNC Bank online, bnc.bank. Here's England, high left side, three, bingo.
Man, and that's not necessarily Caden England's game. He's a good three-point shooter, not a great three-point shooter, but he has come out firing tonight.
30-27, Shiloh trails by three. And they threw it away. And we're going to have another media timeout on the floor. 2:51 to go. It's a First National Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. Devils Lake 30, Shiloh 27. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota.
Well, today's game brought to you in part by UPS Store located in South Prado and Minot. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, and Saturday, 8:30 to 3. The UPS Store located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. Also, State A tournament coverage brought to you by Baywolf Golf Club. You can find them at golfminot.com, and also brought to you in part by Starian Bank and Four Seasons Resort of Garrison. Shiloh has the ball. They trail it by 3, and we're going to get a foul.
So, Scott, I had an ear in the Devils Lake huddle there, and Dustin Brodina is like guys, they've made 8 threes. Well, really, they've only made 6, but he's making a point. We have to close out with a high hand and make these guys get off the line right now, run them off the three-point line and make them try to beat us, making contested shots in the lane.
Yeah, well, point well made there. England comes off a screen, stops, turn, a little teardrop in the lane, goes up and in for Caden England.
See, I think you live with that, though, right? I mean, the guy's made 3 threes already. That's a tough contested shot.
Yep.
If he finishes those the whole game, you tip your cap.
That's exactly right. 30-29. Shiloh within 1. Here's Mason Palmer. Now he goes to Nelson on the right wing. Nelson, left-hander. Baseball pass left corner. Palmer, catch and shoot. As that was Mason, we're going to have a foul on the floor. And I think that's going to go against Carson Quam, and it is. And that will be his second.
So here's the scenario there. Obviously, Palmer is just liquid hot right now. He's shooting, so you close out hard, and Mason Palmer knew immediately that he missed that shot. And he was trailing after that thing in a heartbeat, and then there's Quam trying to block him out, and he had to hold him.
Oh, they got close to 5. They get it into Max Palmer. Now here's Mason, left corner 3 on the way, is up and good for Mason Palmer.
Man, that guy is
a
fireball this tournament. How much can that guy play with any more confidence right now?
Nope. And he shows it too. 33-29. Minute 47 to go in the opening half. Here's England. Tacks on Worth. Worth pokes it away. Here's England, a long 3. Oh, are you kidding me?
Hey, can this guy play with any more confidence?
He turned and looked at the shallow crowd and said, let's go. Here's Palmer back the other way. Palmer got away with a push-off, 15-footers up and good. Wow. What a clinic he's putting on right now.
This guy's a microwave. He heated up early, and he has stayed warm.
35-32, stop-and-go move. England tries to turn the corner, and he dribbles it out of bounds. That'll go back the other way. 35-32.
How fun has this first half been?
Woo!
I mean, this is awesome.
This is electric right in here right now.
I guarantee you one thing. Both coaches are going to go in the locker room. They're going to be talking about some defensive fundamentals.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they've necessarily been playing bad defense. It's just the offense has been so high level.
35-32. We're at 1 minute to play in the opening half. Here's Max Palmer, right side 3. Oh, that one comes off. Nelson the rebound. Mason Palmer, the left wing. That one's off. Rebound run down there by England. 47 seconds. Here comes Caden quickly in the front court now. And Brad Miller wants a timeout. We'll take one as well. It's the First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. Devils Lake 35, Shiloh 32. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Clean it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
A reminder, folks, we'll have our Magic Towing Intermission report coming up. Magic Towing, remember their number and call. Magic Towing when you need a tow. No job too big or small. It's Magic Towing. Put this number in your phone now, 701-509-4011. It's Magic Towing serving Western North Dakota. Mention the PSP Network. You need a tow and save $50. You blow it, they'll tow it. Magic Towing. Inbounded to England out of the timeout. Now, a little trap, and then they got to take a timeout. England's going to take another timeout. Todd, we'll keep it right here on this one as it's 35-32, 39.3 to play as they came out. Devils Lake there in a little half-court trap. So pretty good move there by head coach Dustin Brodino.
I love the call. And I don't know if it was necessarily a trap or maybe they're just running at England to get the ball out of Caden England's hand right now. But whatever it was, great design, and they completely caught Shiloh off guard. And I can tell you right now that Coach Miller didn't want to burn that timeout. He's only got 2 left now. So,
yep.
Those will be like gold later in the game if this thing stays close. And so, yeah, that was one of those that credit Caden England for calling it to negate the the 5-second count. But, yeah, that could be something that could come back to play later on.
Well, now you got to rely more on those media timeouts. You got to, you only get so many of those. So we'll see how that plays out. And then there was a kick there. So, boy, that would have been made it even more horrific, Todd, if you take a timeout and then you turn it over. In the ball game is Landon Barth. He inbounds it to England. 35-32. Devils Lake by 3. England puts the offense in motion. Hands it off Weston. Weston, 15-footer on the way. That one rolls off. Rebound to Worth. He gets it off to Mason Palmer. Palmer back into the front court there, guarded. Also in the...
Coach Bordina was up in front of us asking for timeout about 3-4 seconds before that, so.
Dustin Brodina not happy there as we got a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. 10.6 to play opening half. Devils Lake 35, Shiloh 32. Back after this First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor.
For a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Well, Brodina will inbound it. And they find Palmer off the screen. Palmer, left side 3, missed it. And rebound there, run down by Jackson Pelham. Here's England on the buzzer, and that is going to end the opening half of play here from the Bismarck Event Center as we turn our attention now to our Magic Towing Intermission report at the break. Devils Lake 35, Shiloh 32. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
For decades, NODAC Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. NODAC Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Well, welcome back to the Bismarck Event Center. Scott WOODMANSEE, Todd DOMRES with you. Glad to have you aboard on the PSP Network on our Magic Towing Intermission Report. Remember the number and call Magic Towing. We need a tow, no job too big or small. It's Magic Towing. Put this number in your phone now, 701-509-4011. It's Magic Towing, serving Western North Dakota. Mention the PSP Network. We need a tow and save $50. Well, let's get you up to date on what's taken place so far today. As in our Constellation semis, it was Des Lacs Burlington defeating Wapaton 51-45, and Beulah defeated Kildare 58-52. So tomorrow at 10 o'clock, Wapaton and Kildare will play for 7th, and Des Lacs Burlington and Beulah will play at 11:45 for the Constellation Championship. In the State B semis, you can hear that all on the PSP Network as well. Our Redeemers, Bishop Bryan defeated our Redeemers 61-56 in overtime. And it was West Hope Newburgh over Wilton Wing, 54-48. So Bishop Bryan and West Hope Newburgh will play for the title tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. And our Redeemers and Wilton Wing will play for third at 6 o'clock. The consolation games are going on right now. And TD, what do you got?
Hankinson leading Oaks 29-20 in the third quarter in that consolation game from the State B.
Oh, there's a BNC scoreboard update. TD, all you can say about that opening half was electric, my friend.
Hey, man, give me another 16 minutes of that. That was good. That was good stuff right there. Hope everybody tuning in enjoyed that, because we sure did, man. That was fun. I'm curious to see what kind of adjustments both teams made, because they like to do what they do sometimes, and they're not reluctant to change. But we'll see. What a great first half.
I got to say, it's been a long time since I've seen a half of basketball like that was just played right there.
Yeah.
At either level.
Show me another half like that for Caden England and for Mason Palmer.
Yeah.
That was good stuff.
Well, we'll take another quick time out on our Magic Towing Intermission Report. We come back. TD will have a look at the first half individual numbers. We're at the break. Devils Lake leads by 3, 35-32. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
NODAC Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. NODAC Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Welcome back to our Magic Towing Intermission Report. 35-32. Devils Lake leads it for a look at the first half individual and team numbers. Here's TD.
All right, thanks a lot, Scott. First for Shiloh Christian, led by the 16 points of Caden England in the first half. Knocked down 4 from downtown, 6 of 9 from the field. He leads the Skyhawks with 16. Wyatt Weston hits 3 triples. He has 9 in the first half. 3 for Tristan Grease, 2 for Carson Quam, 2 for Dawson Davis. That is Shiloh's halftime total of 32. For the Firebirds, they were led by the flamethrower Mason Palmer. 21 points in the first half. 5 threes, and he makes 8 field goals total. Yeah, what a half for him. 21 points for Mason Palmer. Then you get 6 from Max Palmer, 4 for Joel Nelson, 2 for Parker Brodina, 2 for Oliver Worth, and that is the Firebirds' total of 35. You look at all the numbers, Scott, they're dead even. Shooting is 46% for Shiloh, 48% for Devils Lake. Both teams make 7 threes. Free throws were a non-issue. Shiloh shot 1 of 2. Devils Lake didn't even attempt a free throw. Rebounds were 3 apart. Turnovers were dead even. This thing was in many respects a draw, and I would have to say just a whole heck of a lot of fun in the first half.
Yeah, it certainly was. You talk about those turnovers. I mean, just 4 for each team. So both teams taking care of the basketball, playing good defense, high level of offense. And like you said, if this venue can get entertained to another 16 of that, oh boy, hang on, because this is going to be fun at the end of this one.
Does somebody have a wrinkle up their sleeve? Is there somebody they've been waiting to, I'll just say, chump or not play as aggressive a defense on as they did in the first half? Have they been holding some cards here for the second half? I'm just curious to see what develops.
Well, we've got 16 minutes left in this one. I want to thank you for listening to our Magic Towing Intermission Report. Magic Towing, you blow it, they'll tow. Give them a call now, 701 for, not now, but if you ever need them, 701-509-4011. Today's game also brought to you in part by Minot State University. Over 100 areas of study at Minot State. You'll earn the degree for the career you desire, with more than 96% of recent Minot State grads employed or continuing their education. MSU grads get job, period. Minot State University. Be seen, be heard, and just be you. Well, Shiloh will have the ball to start the second half. They trail it by 3 at 35-32. England will put the ball in motion for Shiloh. Up high, here's Davis. Davis attacks down the right side, goes up and scores.
Yeah, got into the body of Joel Nelson a little bit, and good creativity off the bounce. What? Wrong team.
Yeah. That was like, oh, okay. That was Dawson Davis. Here's now Brodina has it. Now Brodina gets a basket.
Now he can say Dawson Davis.
Yeah, now he can say Dawson Davis.
Or not.
Parker Brodina, just 4 points on the night. Here's Davis. Oh, he's going to pull up, but he had to pass it. Found Quam. Quam spins in the lane. Step backs up and good for Carson Quam.
Well, right off the get-go, you get Davis and Quam contributing, and both those guys had only 2 points in the first half, so I like that activity for Shiloh. And maybe you could like that activity for Brodina, too.
Yeah.
He only had 2 points in the first half.
37-36. And there's Brodina again. 39-36. Firebirds by 2 as Brodina. He's got a quick 4 in this second half. Here's Grease. Oh, here's a poke away there by Nelson. Nelson needs some help, and he finds Worth. Nice gather there, but they're going to be a foul. Is going to go against Tristan Grease, his first. That'll be the first of the half, or the quarter.
Yeah, that's a situation there where Shiloh's running a set play, and credit Devils Lake for taking that thing away. But just because you call a set play doesn't mean the ball has to go to a certain spot. If the defense takes it away, you have to be able to adjust to what the defense is doing, and Shiloh did not do that on that trip.
And Oliver Worth, they say that was on the shot. I thought it was on the drive, but he misses the first one. He'll have one more.
They went against Grease, right?
Yep. Missed them both. And Grease rises up, climbs the ladder, and rips it out of there. And Shiloh trails by 3 at 39-36. There's a three out of the corner by England. That comes off long. Here's Palmer. Here's a breakout. Brodina gathers, goes up and scores.
Whoa. He got the puppies going up and down, and he was a loaded freight train in transition.
41-36. Lead back to 5. Quam in the right corner. Goes baseline, spins, turns, and fires and scores.
I just love this back and forth nature of this basketball game. It's like, hey, whatever you can do, I can do it just as good.
41-38. Palmer, and he had to put it on the floor. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
Yeah. No, you can try to sell that you're dribbling that one, Mr. Mason Palmer, but that's just good defense that you have to tip your cap to.
41-38. Devils Lake leads by 3. 5:29 to go here. And here's a poke away there, and nope, they're going to get a foul. And that foul is going to go against Trayson Black, his second. That'll be the first, and we're going to have immediate timeout on the floor. 5:27 to go in the third quarter play. It's the First and National Bank and Trust timeout. Devils Lake 41, Shiloh 38. Back with more on the PSP Network after this timeout.
There's this pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
And invested wisely. Whether it's paying for a child's education, taking the family trip you've dreamed of, giving back to the community, or funding a confident retirement, we can help you reach your goals. We are passionate about helping you make smart decisions about your spending and saving so you can feel confident about the future while enjoying life today. Together, we can design a personalized plan that takes into account your short and long-term needs and wants, but is flexible enough to adjust as your life changes.
Well, we've been told we've been on the airways down in Arizona where I hope it's raining and windy, blowing above 45.
Maybe a dust storm?
Yep, here it's hot. And Grease is going to make it hotter, and he's going to tie it at 41.
That's the beauty of Tristan Grease. You know, he is a banger. He's athletic. He rebounds, but he can step out and make a couple threes here and there.
We're tied at 41 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Here's Palmer. Down low they go Brodina. Posts up on Quam. And they're going to get Quam for leaning on him, I think.
Yeah, that's you should get hazard pay if you're Carson Quam down there having to deal with a guy that's as rugged as Parker Brodina, and you're giving up a couple inches. And was that 2 on Quam or is that 3?
That's 3 on
okay,
Quam.
Yep, thank you.
Yep. They lob it into Brodina. Free throw line, spins, goes left elbow. Now in the corner. Here's Nelson, goes baseline, goes up and lays it in.
You know, the foot speed of Joel Nelson is something else. I mean, he plays around the perimeter, but he's 6'6", and, man, he's got a quick first step.
43-41. Devils Lake by 2 in the ballgame now. That is Landon Barth. Wyatt Weston on the baseline, turns, contested shot by Nelson, comes off. Palmer the rebound. That's Mason with it. Mason back the other way. Here's Brodin on the right wing. He goes baseline right, attacks the 10, blocked from the backside there by England. And here comes Caden England in the front court on the bounce for Shiloh. Crosses over on Brodin and gets downhill. Runner comes off, no good. Tipped in the hands of Weston. Weston, now he kicks it out. Davis. Now here's Barth. Left corner 3 on the way. That one's too long. Rebound comes down to Brodina. 4:04 left to go here, opening or third quarter of play. Here's Brodina. Tacks, turns, throws it up, scored and one. Oh, he lost it, and then he swatted at it, and it went in.
I don't know how he did that. I mean, he gets hit on the way up, and he loses control of it, and like you said, just kind of feathered at it and popped it with his hand, and somehow that thing finds the net.
Wyatt Weston gets called for the foul. So Brodina, with the hope and the harm, he will go to the Serve Pro free throw line.
How about the third quarter brewing for him?
Yep.
8 points, make it 9 in the quarter for Brodina. Double figures now with 11.
46-41.
I like the adjustment, too, as Dustin Brodina's his dad, the head coach, is doing a little ISO for him on the block now.
England tries to turn the corner, yep, and that's going to be a foul on Worth. As Oliver Worth gets his second, team second.
Well, you can see,
sorry, TD. Go ahead.
You can see one adjustment there is that's a hard hedge now by Worth. They're not going to let England come off those ball screens without getting sandwiched with a double team.
Here's England now. High right side, they go to Dawson Davis. Now top of the key, Grease. Grease rips, spins, turns in the lane, hangs. Ooh, little teardrops up and good by Tristan Grease.
That's a tough shot. I mean, Oliver Worth is long and contesting that shot, and for Grease to come back to his left and finish that was nicely done.
46-43. They got Brodina on the post. Now he gets it. Guarded by Weston. Tacks in the paint. Off balance shot comes off, gets his own rebound. Turns, shot up, missed, but he's going to be fouled, and he will shoot two. And is that going to be on Wyatt Weston? Nope, that's going to be on.
Foul number 5, Caden England gets first personal foul. 4 team foul.
Caden England gets his first personal. 4th team foul. So Parker Brodina toes the Serve Pro free throw line. Free throw's up and good. You said, TD, he's got a third quarter, pretty good third quarter going now.
Yeah, huge third quarter. Good thing, too, because Joel Nelson's only got 2 points, and Mason Palmer, the flamethrower from the first half, hasn't scored here in the third.
Missed that one. Nelson kept it alive, but he couldn't hang on to it, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, good hustle by both teams. That kind of reminds me of the first couple minutes when Shiloh wasn't able to clear defensive rebounds. That's a missed free throw that Shiloh had a hard time maintaining possession of.
47-43. Devils Lake by 4 to BNC Bank scoreboard. Here's Barth with it. Now England between the rings. Right wing, they go to Davis. Davis on the bounce, guarded by Palmer. Spins baseline. Tied up, jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of Devils Lake. And we're going to have a media timeout on the floor. 2:51 to go. Third quarter play. Devils Lake 47, Shiloh 43. Back after this First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor.
Why not seek transformation? ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling, it's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
At any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
Well, 47-43. Devils Lake leads it by 4. They have the basketball.
We got a little jersey night and beach night tonight. Is that what we got going on?
Yeah, it looks like it, yeah.
Student sections?
Little mishmash. Here's Brodina, kicks it left wing. Here's Worth, shot fake Worth. Nice shovel pass down low. Nelson, he hangs and uses the window to score it. Does Nelson.
I mean, that is still all set up originally by getting the ball on the block to Parker Brodina. It set that whole cycle of events in motion.
49-43. England trying to get by Brodina. Gets downhill. Shot comes off. Gets his own rebound. Kicks it out. Here's Davis. Right side. 3. Bingo!
I mean, the ability of Caden England to get deep, miss the shot, and then have the recognition to get a rebound and kick it out to a wide open teammate.
Now Palmer attacks. Mason now to Max. Max, the runner off the window, too strong. Rebound to Grease, and he gets it off to England. Minute 52 to play.
So Shiloh, there was some lead changes in that first quarter, but since that electric second quarter by Devils Lake, Shiloh hasn't led. They've gotten close a couple times. Let's see if the Skyhawks can get over the top here.
Here's England. Goes baseline right, guarded by Brodina. Still working on him, leans in. Tough shot, comes off. Brodina the rebound. England goes for the foul. I don't know what England's
I mean, you don't ever have to have any question about what Caden England's thinking. I mean, he wears the emotions on his sleeve a tish. Sometimes it's directed at his teammates, his coach, the officials, the scorers table, you and I. I mean, he's yelling at everybody.
Well, Parker Brodina toes the Serve Pro free throw line. Free throw's up and good for Brodina.
He's been the answer.
Wow, he's been the only answer.
Whatever the question was in the third quarter here for the Firebirds, Parker Brodina's been the answer.
Brodina will have one more. Sets the second one up and good. He got them both. 51-46, Devils Lake by 5, minute 27 to go here. Third quarter of play. Handoff to Davis. Now up high to England. Now Weston, and then we're going to get a foul. It's going to go against Tristan Grease, offensive foul.
Yeah, they had a double wedge screen set up there. They're trying to set up Wyatt Weston to come off of it, and Grease, just chucked the defender coming through that double screen.
Here's Palmer on the bounce. That's Max with it. Max gets a screen. Now he goes up Worth around the wheel left wing. They go to Mason. They post Brodina on the block down low. He goes up and scores. Wow.
Well, here's what happened. You run a ball screen with Brodina. They switch, and then trying to get switched back, Brodina kept the position and got the hoop.
How about the quarter for Dustin Brodina? Parker Brodina, I stand corrected.
Dustin Brodina, he's been calling his number.
Yes, he has.
He's had a good quarter, too.
England. Nope, that's going to be a travel, yeah. Yep, as he adjusted his feet down low.
Yeah, and just when I said Shiloh had a chance to get back in this thing and maybe tie it up or take a lead, all of a sudden it's back to a 7-point lead. And in a game like this, it just feels like 7 is a lot.
Yeah, it does. Well, in that time, England was still chipping at the official.
Yeah, they got
and
lucky.
Devils Lake got a quick return there.
That could have been a throwdown for Oliver Worth.
Yep. Palmer inbounds at Mason. Brodina turns, goes downhill, scored and won.
Somebody gave him an energy drink at halftime.
I'm running out of room here. That's 3 on Tristan Grease. So he's got 3. Quam's got 3.
Yeah, and the Firebirds just keep going back to the Parker Brodina well right now, and why not?
A 3-point play there for Brodina and TD. This one just like that. Got to 10 in a hurry. 56-46. 19 seconds left to play here in quarter number 3. Here's Grease up high. Ames Moline in the ball game, and we're going to get a tie-up out front.
Well, they're jumping Caden England again. Every time you get the basketball in these late quarter situations, they're just running a double at him.
Briar Exner gets called for the foul. First personal, third team foul.
This would be a big hoop here for Shiloh. You'd think just psyche-wise at the end of the quarter here.
Quam checks in, 8 seconds. Oh, here's a steal by Brodina. Why not? Brodina on the other end. Quam's got to be careful. Layup, got it. Oh, my.
Wow. Put a cape on that guy.
And that is going to end the third quarter of play, and Devils Lake has exploded. It has been the PB show here in quarter number 3. 8 minutes to go in this one. Devils Lake 58, Shiloh 46. Back for the final 8 after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Have over 60 years combined experience in the field. Not only are we writing estimates, talking with customers, we're in the shop working alongside of our team members.
I've always had a very strong passion for repairing vehicles. I've been doing it since I've been in high school, and I've always enjoyed seeing the vehicle repaired back to their original conditions.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve the Bismarck-Mandan community for the last 7 years. We look forward to expanding into our new addition to better serve our customers, Centennial Collision and Paint.
Rooted in the heart of our vibrant communities stands Brevera Bank, offering complete financial services for banking, wealth management, and insurance. From home loans and checking accounts
Let me tell you about the cashback rewards with this account.
to wealth management, we'll help you forge your path ahead.
Let's create a plan to reach your financial goals. Sounds great.
With specialty insurance coverage, our advisors ensure your operation can carry on.
Looks like it's going to be a great harvest.
Well, 8 minutes to go to determine our first state finalist as Devils Lake leads it 58-46. 19 in the, nice strong move there by Tristan Grease. He goes up and scores it.
There's only 2 guys that scored in that quarter for Devils Lake, but Parker Brodina had 19 by himself.
58-48. 10-point lead for Devils Lake. 7 just underway. Fourth quarter play. Mason Palmer attacks Don Low-Worth. Nice play there by Quam on the defensive end as he deflected it into the hands of Weston. Now England up the far side. England goes baseline right, leans in, off balance, one-handed shot, no good. Quam the board, Quam the putback and scored it.
Hey, just when you kind of close the door here on Shiloh, back-to-back hoops.
58-50. Palmer gets in the paint. Palmer step-through move, shot short. Oh, boy.
The little delayed call did not sit well with the Shiloh Christian faithful.
Was that on Dawson Davis? I think it was. Free throw by Mason Palmer is up and good.
You know what that's called? A state semifinal lather.
I was wondering when you were going to drop that word, as I haven't heard that word yet tonight, and there it came right there. Lead back to 10 at 60-50. Here's Quam. England turns the corner, leans in on Brodina. Ball deflected. Grease goes up strong, scored and won. Foul is going to go on Joel Nelson, his third.
Kind of wonder if that's the cosmetic call right there, because there looked like
I think it was.
There wasn't a lot of contact there, and all of a sudden you get the buzzer against Grease. Joel Nelson, as you said, picks up the personal.
Free throw's good by Tristan. 60-53, lead back down to 7. 6:40 left to go here in the ball game. Devils Lake by 7. They hand off to Palmer. They switched it. Now Brodina. And that one's going to go against Quam, and that's going to be 4 on Quam.
Yeah, and that's a problem. Without Carson Quam out there, Shiloh misses his physicality.
Yep.
He's the one kid that can match up physically with these guys.
Here's Barth comes in for Quam. He's got to sit down. Palmer long inbounds. Mason to Max. Guarded by Barth. Now here's Nelson. Goes baseline left. Nelson step through. Finds Brodina. Right wing 3 on the way. That one's wide left. Grease climbs the ladder and rips it out of there for Shiloh.
That's about the only thing Brodina's missed. As you said, PB has been really good here. Just couldn't hit that one from beyond the arc. Good kick out by Nelson.
Here's England, bumped by Brodina, uses a high screen, now gets downhill, kicks in the left corner, 3 by Weston on the way, too strong. Rebound run down there by Mason Palmer. Now he's had it poked away and runs it down, brings up the near side. Here's Nelson, angles middle of the floor. Little shifty hesitation move, leans in, little teardrop, too strong, ball's loose. Saves it. Here's Max Palmer, left side 3, comes off. Rebound, batted around, and it's into the hands of Wyatt Weston, and bodies all over the place.
You got car pileups all over the place. Yeah, these teams are getting after it. England's got to walk it up the court because he's gassed.
5.5 to go in the ball game. Devils Lake by 7.
Yeah, you can't do that. Joel Nelson just buried Tristan Grease on a screen. Same set as they ran a minute ago, Scott, where Grease got called for the illegal screen, and this time he set the good screen and Nelson ran over him.
And that'll be 4 on Joel Nelson as we got immediate timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. It's an FIBT timeout. 5:28 to go in the ball game. Devils Lake 60, Shiloh 53. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
There's pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Relax, Spas Etc., Bismarck's #1 hot tub and sauna dealer, brings luxury and wellness straight to your home. Discover top brands, Sundance hot tubs, and Michael Phelps swim spas that deliver not just relaxation, but real therapeutic benefits. Right now, save up to $5,000 or enjoy up to 72 months interest-free financing. Visit us today at 1420 East Main Avenue in Bismarck and experience the best deals for yourself.
Here's Weston, pull-up jumper from the left elbow comes off. Quam back in the ball game. We're going to get a foul on the weak side. That's going to go against Beck. That'll be his third. And that'll be the third team foul on Devils Lake. Reminder, we'll have our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads post-game report coming up. We'll also have our Sport Clips MVP and our Spas Etc. move of the game. Here's Weston. On the bounce now. Caden England between the rings. Here's Wyatt Weston. Up high they go Quam. Now they give it back to England. England turns, gets downhill with the left hand, flips it up with the right hand. Grease the rebound. Shovels it over to Weston. Ball's loose. And Weston comes out of there, 8 to shoot. Here's England. Left side three is up. That one's short, and we're going to have a foul on the rebound. Is that going to be Quam? Oh, no.
Keeping it here? Yeah, that's going to be Quam. That's going to be 5.
Yeah, that'll be 5 on Carson Quam.
I was just going to comment on the last offensive-defensive rebound exchange. Quam was walking the tightrope because he's got 4 fouls, and he was dislodging the guy, and then it came back to haunt him on the very next possession.
So Carson Quam has fallen out of the ball game, and his team trails by 7.
That's a big deal.
Yep, I would agree with you 100%, TD. Here's Mason Palmer. He goes baseline right. Finds a cutting Beck. Beck, little teardrop, comes off. Grease the rebound. Well, Shallow's getting some stops on the defensive end, but they're not able to convert. Deep three, Weston, bingo! Oh, Wyatt Weston pulls the trigger from downtown.
Oh, all of a sudden it's close to the pressure cooker.
60-56, a 4-point lead. Here's Brodina. Brodina attacks, stop and go move, now spins, turns. Now Beck in the right corner, they go to Worth. Now up high, Brodina. Brodina now to Worth. Here's Max Palmer. He comes off a screen from his brother, now goes the other way, now gets it off to Mason. Mason loses the basketball. He gets it off to England. England, quick lead. Right down Broadway, scoop to the hoop, missed it. Grease fights for it, and we're going to get a foul, and that's going to go against Tristan Grease. And that'll be 4 on Grease now, Todd.
Well, and Tristan had a chance at that defensive rebound. He comes up holding his jaw as he got belted by a shoulder there from Trayson Beck.
Yeah.
He had a chance, and it just barely came off of his hands there momentarily. So now you're flirting with danger here because you got to take Grease out. And
Ames Moline checks in now.
Look at a guy like Caden England. He's on all 4s down here, resting. He is
gassed.
Shiloh laying it all on the line here.
They hand off the Palmers. Max to Mason. Now Mason splits the D. Left corner three. Brodina. That one's missed everything. Into the hands of Palmer. He finds Worth. Shot fake. Goes up. Scores.
Yeah, the size. You got Grease out of there. What do you think's going to happen? Offensive rebounds.
62-56. Here's Barth, top of the key, Weston. Nelson's got 4. Weston attacks him, leans in, scores.
Yeah, you got to respect the three-point shot. He's made 4 of them tonight, and then you give up the blow-by.
62-58, 3:05 to go in the ball game. Brodina goes baseline right, skies up and scores.
Caden England's like, hey, where's my help side?
64-58, 2:53 left to go. England comes off a high screen. He's doubled up. Finds Moline, left elbow jumper. That one too strong. And rebound Nelson. Nelson back the other way quickly. Nelson, Brodina down low, shot fake, reverse layup. Nope.
Oh.
And we're going to get a suitcase violation underneath. And we're going to have a media timeout on the floor. 2:37 to go. Devils Lake 64, Shiloh 58. Back after this. First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor.
We've learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Well, this has been a good one here. 2:37 to go, 64-58. Hey, State 8 tournament coverage brought to you in part by Beowulf Golf Club. You can find them at golfminot.com, and also State tournament coverage brought to you in part by Starion Bank and Four Seasons Resort of Garrison. 64-58. Devils Lake leads it by 6 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Well, now Grease is back in the ball game, Todd. Probably a pretty good idea there by Brad Miller. You got to let him play it out now.
Yeah, you got to go with him now.
England picks it up, blows by Brodina. Turns, he's going to fire a 3. Bingo! Oh, Caden England.
So Brodina, the ball was rolling. He went to influence it and again got in an unfavorable position, and England made him pay.
There's a poke away by England. Here comes England, back the other way, ball's loose. And we're going to get a jump ball, and it's going to go back to Devils Lake.
Nah, it's tough right there. I mean, England, you understand the situation. You're only down 3. You get a steal, which is the hard part, and then you dribble into duress and lose the basketball on a good tip away by the Firebirds, and now the arrow is against you.
64-61. 2:10 left to play here. Firebirds by 3.
I'm going to Parker Brodina.
Max Palmer controls, enters at right wing to Nelson. Nelson backs in on England, hands off Mason Palmer. Mason down low, turns, finds Max Palmer on the left wing. Now Mason jabs right, doesn't go anywhere with it. Now he gets it off Nelson. Nelson gets in the paint, cut off there. Max Palmer, now Mason Palmer. 7 to shoot. Mason comes off a screen, leans in, scoop to the hoop, comes off, rebound to Wyatt Weston. He gets it off to Grease. Minute 34 to go.
Didn't that look like a situation there where it's easy to make shots in the first half, but all of a sudden both the Palmers turned down some 3 balls there?
Yep, they sure did. Here's England. England, he gets downhill. England to the 10. Layup, got it. Oh, and it's a 1-point game at 64-63. And we got a timeout on the floor. 1:18 to go. TD, this one is what?
In the pressure cooker.
Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Have over 60 years combined experience in the field. Not only are we writing estimates, talking with customers, we're in the shop working alongside of our team members.
I've always had a very strong passion for repairing vehicles. I've been doing it since I've been in high school, and I've always enjoyed seeing the vehicle repaired back to their original conditions.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve the Bismarck-Mandan community for the last 7 years. We look forward to expanding into our new addition to better serve our customers, Centennial Collision and Paint.
1:18 to go. Devils Lake 64, Shiloh 63. The defending state champions are on the ropes in this one.
And again, I'm Landon Barth is guarding Parker Brodina right now. I am. If I'm Coach Dustin Brodina, I'm finding an ISO for him someplace on the court.
Well, here we go as Palmer, that's Max controls. Enters it left wing to Nelson. Nelson comes right wing to Worth. They look down low. There's that ISO, Todd. Here's Worth. Shot fake, jabs right. Does Worth. Nowhere to go. Down low, Brodina poked away. Saved by Worth. Under a minute to go. Brodina backs down. Brodina turns. Shot. And he's going to be fouled.
It's going to be free throws.
So they're going to get Landon Barth with the foul. 15 foul for Shiloh. So Parker Brodina will toe the Serve Pro free throw line. 52.3 to play. Free throw up, and he caught the rim.
It had some Velcro on it.
65-63. Brodina will have one more. Second one's up and good. He got them both.
Cool cucumber right there.
66-63. Shiloh. They got one timeout left. England angles right. Now Weston. Weston, step back three. Nelson in his face. Too strong. Long rebound to Barth. We're going to get a foul on the rebound.
It's not free throws yet. That's going to be the fourth team foul on Devils Lake here in the quarter. And 36 seconds on the game clock. You get a new shot clock here, so you don't necessarily need a three.
And Dustin Brodina wants a timeout. We'll keep it right here. It's just going to be a 30-second timeout. So 36.5 to play. Devils Lake 66, Shiloh 63. Now, Todd, what are you doing here now? I mean, are you if you're Brad Miller, are you going for the two, or are you going to try to go for the three in the tie?
I mean, just from the standpoint of I can hear the guys in the Devils Lake huddle, they're saying take away the three. So I think you're going to have a driving lane early. So I would take an early two. If the three's there, it presents itself, great. But I don't think that's going to be if you're in this situation playing defense, at all costs, you do not give up a three because you still have the lead. You make some free throws in a double bonus situation, and game's like in your hands. So I guarantee you Devils Lake's going to try to take away the three. With that in mind, if I'm Shiloh, I'm going to the rack. And that usually means Caden England.
Yep, well, we'll see what they like to do here out of the timeout. 66-63. Devils Lake by 3. They get it into England. England turns, heads downhill, kicks in the corner. Weston, he wanted the three. Now back to England. England by Brodina. He goes baseline on Brodina. Leans in, missed the shot. Ball's loose into the hands of Nelson. Now Nelson trying to get rid of it. He does. To Palmer. Now to Brodina. Worth was wide open. Now you got to come out and foul, and they do. Does Shiloh.
Yeah, great defensive stand. I love the setup by Shiloh. They were going for the tie. They thought they had a great set to get Wyatt Weston in this near side corner, and they almost had it. But just a great close out there by Devils Lake.
Yeah, that was Nelson that closed out on him, too. Here's Brodina. Free throw on the way is up and good. Boy, this kid's putting on a clinic in the second half.
And how about the score and time recognition by Parker Brodina, where he could have thrown that, maybe he tried to get it down low to Nelson or Worth, whoever it was, for an open layup there, but he knew. He's like, why throw that pass when it might not get there?
68-63. They got to go quick. Here's Weston. Now England. England, step back, long, high-arcing three, comes off, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. And the Devils Lake Firebirds will play one more time for the state title and try to defend as they win this one, 68-63. But what a valiant effort tonight by the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks, and that'll take us into our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame report. Planning Team Financial Advisors, helping clients work toward financial freedom at Shots Crossroads, your postgame headquarters. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. What an effort tonight by the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks as they come up just short, 68-63. What a game by Caden England, Wyatt Weston, and the whole Shiloh Christian Skyhawk team. As Todd DOMRES has made his way down to the floor. And I think he's going to have head coach Dustin Brodina. And let's go courtside and TD. TD, take it away.
Season are never easy. That was a meat grinder right there.
Oh, that was an absolute dogfight is what that was. Each team were throwing punches back and forth. And they're a great team. We knew it was going to be a dogfight. They were going to roll over, and we didn't expect them to roll over. I'm glad we came up defensively in the second half.
How about Mason Palmer in the first half? He got you guys off to an electric start.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a gamer. He's a battler. He got us going right away, hit some big shots. Thankful he did because that kept us in at the first half. He's battle-tested, and, we had some other guys step up, which is great.
Yeah, and then Parker in the second half. They made a concerted effort to get him in an ISO situation.
Yep. Yeah, we talked about it at halftime. We got to get him and Joel going. We're going to try to ISO him. Nobody can really stop him one-on-one, and he's really not going to take it until we say he's a pretty team-oriented kid. And I said, we got to lean on you, buddy. You're our guy. And I'm pretty proud of him.
Yeah, absolutely. As a dad, you should be. Great stuff. Good luck in the ship tomorrow night.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. We'll head over here and get a word with Mason Palmer. Man, Mason, what was the mindset coming in here? You got to such an electric start. That thing had to feel like you're throwing it in an ocean in that first half.
Yeah, I was feeling it in warm-ups and decided, well, if I get any space in, I'm going to shoot it.
What's got into you in the postseason here? You've hit your scoring average in the first quarter in 2 games in a row.
Yeah, I just decided that I need to step up more, contribute more to this offense, create more for my teammates, and just play my best.
What was the difference in the second half? They locked up you a little bit. You got Parker going. How'd you guys survive there?
Yeah, well, we just feed off each other. We create for each other. It's just a team dynamic, and one of us, you can't stop all 5 of us at the same time. So that's what we did.
And you get to play in this championship game again tomorrow night. 2 years in a row. How amazing a feeling is that?
We are so ecstatic as a team right now, and we're just super excited for the game, and we're going to play our hearts out and see if we can get it done.
Good stuff, young man.
Thank you.
All right, that's Mason Palmer. Back over to you, Scott.
Good job, Todd DOMRES. There you have it as Devils Lake hangs on and wins this by a score of 68-63. As our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame report rolls on after this timeout on the PSP Network.
The nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with the hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day. So you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Welcome back to our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game report. Semifinal game number 1 is gone final. And Devils Lake wins it 68-63. What a basketball game this was to start it off tonight. And for a look at the final individual and team numbers, here's Todd DOMRES.
Yeah, a great high school basketball game right there. I mean, it gives me kind of goosebumps when guys bring it like that. You know, like Mason Palmer did in the first half, like Parker Brodina did in the second half. And those kids for Shiloh, I mean, Wyatt Weston played his butt off, as did Caden England. Tristan Grease has a double-double. Carson Quam was a man out there. I mean, that was fun stuff right there.
Yes, it certainly was.
All right, here's your final numbers. First for Shiloh, led by the 21 points of Caden England. He leads the team. He has 3 guys in double figures, does Brad Miller tonight. Wyatt Weston has 14 points. Tristan Grease, as we mentioned, 13 points, 12 rebounds. Throwing a few assists, block shot as well for him. Also in the scoring column for the Skyhawks, 7 points for Dawson Davis, 8 for Carson Quam. You add that up, that's their final game total of 63. For the Firebirds, they had the 1-2 punch tonight. Parker Brodina, folks, had 2 points at halftime. He finishes with 27. 25 points in the second half after Mason Palmer had 21 points in the first half. They got a little Batman and Robin thing going on there. You take the first half, I'll take the second half. Brodina with 27, Palmer with 23. And then you get Joel Nelson with 8, Max Palmer with 6, Oliver Worth with 4, and that's enough. 68 points for the Firebirds. Both teams shot it pretty good. Devils Lake 51% from the field. Shiloh 45%. Rebounds dead on even. 29 for the Firebirds, 28 for Shiloh Christians. Turnovers not an issue. 10 for one team, 9 for the other. So, yeah, you boil that all down. And the funny thing is Devils Lake had 7 threes in the first half. They finished with 7 threes. Shiloh completely took that away in the second half, and then alive came Parker Brodina. And so you could kind of tell that Shiloh had to take something away after the first half, and Brodina made him pay for it, I guess, is the way you'd have to say that. What a game. As Brodina leads Devils Lake with 27, and England leads Shiloh with 21.
Well, the one thing that stands out, Todd, is, the numbers, as you just read, pretty even balanced, but the real number that stands out, the 3-point points, Shiloh 33, and you touched on it. Devils Lake just 21. All 21 of those coming in that first half of play right there.
Yeah, it's kind of uncanny, right?
Yes, it is. And now we got to do a couple more things to do here. We got to give out a Spas Etc. move a game. Spas Etc. is a family-owned business with over 22 years of experience. They provide top-notch spa, hot tub, sauna, and tanning bed sales and installation services. To the folks in the Bismarck, North Dakota area, since they've been established in 2001, they've been committed to delivering exceptional customer service and building lasting relationships with their valued customers. Well, TD, there was a lot of highlights there. We could have had a whole highlight reel. I could have had a list of the times a mile long on that one. But we had to go with the one to end the opening half. It was Nelson in the free. He broke free, and he ended the half like this. The Quam taken away by Palmer. Here's a lead pass. Nelson, he's going to send it home. Oh! Palmer flushes one home. England's going to... Well, it was the only dunk of the basketball game, and Nelson got that one at the end of the half. Todd, we got to give out our Sport Clips MVP of the game. They're the home to the MVP haircut experience at Sport Clips. Nothing comes close to making you feel like an MVP, quite like the MVP experience at Sport Clips. That Sport Clips game MVP is...
Oh, well, you had to take your pick, right, between Brodina and Mason Palmer, and tonight we go with Mason Palmer. Got the Firebirds off to that electric start. He was throwing just bombs as he had 21 points in the first half. Finishes the game with 23, throwing 8 rebounds, 3 assists, and yeah, that guy is he's making plays here in the postseason for the Firebirds, and if he keeps playing like that, Kindred or Thompson's going to have their hands full in the ship tomorrow night.
Yes, they certainly are. Well, one more to go. Thompson and Kindred have taken the floor. We're going to take a little break here, reset the cockpit. We come back. we'll set you up for semifinal game number 2. It's the Tommies from Thompson, the Vikings from Kindred. We'll have that and more on the PSP Network after this timeout.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iron. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
Our history sets us on our path. From the moment we're born, we begin our walk through life. We learn so we can discover. We find our passion and develop our skills. We build relationships. We start thinking about what we're going to leave behind to those we love. Let our legacy help shape yours. First International Bank and Trust. No matter your place in life, we can help you live first.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold up! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged, the stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Continuing coverage of the State A tournament from the Bismarck Event Center on the PSP Network as we roll through our pregame show tonight, brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change Pregame. Timely services don't slow you down. 15-minute oil changes locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find them online at VIOC.com. Fourth and final semifinal game of the second semifinal, the fourth game of the day for us. The number one, the undisputed number one team, the Kindred Vikings, 23-1 in the season, and they square off against the Thompson Tommies. 17-8 are the Tommies, the number 4 seed in the field, and no strangers, Scott. Not that much distance separates Thompson and Kindred in the Valley, and these two teams will go toe-to-toe tonight.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right, Todd. It's two teams that certainly aren't strangers to each other, and you know, I mean, you've got some. You know, you've got a couple kids that are playing on Kindred right now that started their high school career in Thompson and the Star Civic boys, and so yeah, I mean it's certainly it's probably one of the rivalries out in the eastern half of the state on the Class A side, just kind of like the Beulah Kildare. I'm guessing that it's the same thing that Braylon Shrotto told us. We don't like them, they don't like us. I'm guessing the same thing might hold true here as well.
Well, and you think about the Star Civic situation, and you know, their dad moved and all that situation. That just adds to it, right? And now all of a sudden these two teams firing it off against each other in the state semifinal, it just adds to the drama a little bit, right?
Yeah, it certainly does. I mean, anytime you can throw that in the mix too, it just elevates this game that much more. And you know, I think tonight it'll be interesting to see. Last time they played is a 15-point game. Well, you know what? The last time the two teams played that just played, it was an absolute blowout.
Yeah.
And guess what? Shiloh was in a position that, you know, to potentially win that game tonight. So we'll see if the same thing holds true for the Thompson Tommies, but I think they're going to have to get some more play out of some other guys other than just, I think one guy that's got to really step up and play well for him is going to be Drew Odenbach.
Yep.
And it just can't be the Peterson-Krogstead show. I mean, they're going to have to get some contributions elsewhere and, you know, to hang with this a high-powered Kindred team.
That previous matchup back on January 3rd, as Scott mentioned, they won by 15, did Kindred 55-40. And so, you know, some of those things you can throw out the window when it comes to the postseason, but obviously that tells me that these are two big physical teams with a lot of length. And when you see a score of 55-40, I have a feeling that points are probably going to be at a premium here because these two teams can get locked in defensively.
Yeah, they certainly can. And, you know, we saw it last night. And you know, Thompson came out and handled the pressure in that first half of Kildare. Well, in the second half, it was a Jekyll and Hyde game for them. They couldn't handle it. And you know, Kindred, you know, you wonder, you know, what's, you know, most teams would look and say, Todd, you know, you wonder what the status of Carson Olsey is going to be. And, you know, the kid that's 6'9", I mean, is he going to play? Well, guess what? The Kindred Vikings got a lot of weapons. And not saying that they won't miss Carson Olsey, but he certainly is a key part of this. And so we'll see how that ankle here looks tonight.
He looks to be pretty good. He's out there warming up. Went through the normal routine. He looks like he has a little extra ankle brace on that right ankle tonight. But looks like Carson Olsey will be ready to go. Well, this is going to be fun. The Kindred Vikings 23-1. When everybody filled out their brackets here at the State A, they had the Vikings taking on the Firebirds in the state championship tomorrow night. Well, Devils Lake has punched their ticket. Will the Thompson Tommies have something to say about the Kindred Vikings playing for a championship tomorrow night, or Thompson pull the mini upset here in the state semifinals? Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show rolls on. Timely services that don't slow you down. 15-minute oil changes, locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find them online at VIOC.com. Getting set for the Tommies and the Vikings. More after this break on the PSP Network.
So Carson, how do I become a great football player like you?
Well, practice and having a professional team to answer the call and handle anything you throw their way is also important.
Hey Carson, thanks for teaching crew about community banking at First Western. First Western, you can bank on us.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
For those who dream big, Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
Getting set for basketball, Kindred and the Thompson Tommies alongside Scott WOODMANSEE, Todd DOMRES. Welcome you back to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. 15-minute oil changes, nobody's time's wasted. Locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find them online at VIOC.com. These two teams were impressive yesterday. Kindred took care of Beulah in the opening round. And Thompson had the closest game in the quarterfinals as Kindred and Shiloh and Devils Lake all winning by about that 20-point margin yesterday. Thompson had a slugfest. As you said, Scott, they were up early. And then here come the Killdeer Cowboys. And Thompson was hanging on for dear life towards the end of that contest.
Yeah, they certainly were. I mean, it was. I mean, you know, they had her. They thought they were going to have her in coast mode, and that first half they did. But in that second half, Killdeer just turned up the pressure. I mean, and now are you going to see that kind of pressure out of Kindred tonight? Probably not. I mean, but not the way that Killdeer plays it. But yeah, again, I mean, I think tonight, Thompson, Todd, they can't have that happen. It can't be a Jekyll and Hyde game tonight. They got to play at least 3.5 solid quarters of basketball, if not 4, against this team here tonight.
Yeah, a bunch of things in play here. Kindred looking to get back to a state championship game. They were undefeated going into the title game last year, lost to Devils Lake. You think the Vikings would like a chance for revenge in that one?
Oh wow! I mean, it's kind of like going to the Pizza Ranch buffet, and you walk in and you can taste the pizza. Well, before you even sit down, well, guess what? I think that taste is just starting to swirl a little bit in their mouth right now.
All right, fans, here's your starting lineups. First off for the Thompson Tommies, as they'll go like this. Thomas Schumacher's going to be a starting guard. He's a 5'9 senior, joined in the backcourt by Braden Tice, a 6'1 senior. One forward is Gavin Krogstad. Big game for him yesterday, led the team with 19 points. The 6'4 senior. Other forward is Carter Peterson, a 6'6 senior. And in the middle, Drew Odenbach, the 6'8 senior. So Thompson will roll out 5 seniors out there for their second-year head coach, Brady Schwab. The Tommies 17-8, as mentioned, they're the 4 seed in this tournament. And for the number 1 seeded Kindred Vikings and their 18th year head coach, Brad Whale, they'll start like this. Brooks Bacco is a starting guard, the 6'5" sophomore. The other guard is Isaac Spellhog, the 6'1" senior. And then how do you classify these guys as forwards and centers? They're all kind of versatile. So I'd say Jake Starcevic is a starting forward at 6'4" and a senior, the 1,500-point guy. And then we'll say Presley Peraza is the other forward, the 6'5" senior. And Carson Ossie in the starting lineup tonight, the 6'8" seniors. So the Kindred Vikings will start 4 seniors and the sophomore Brooks Bacco again for head coach Brad Whale. The crowd is certainly stuck around after that entertaining contest between the Devils Lake Firebirds and Shiloh Christian, which went right down to the wire. If this second game is even half as good as that one, we are in for a treat tonight, folks.
When you talk about that last game, Todd, and you talk about the number of games that we've done over the years, and when people come back and ask you, do you remember? It's tough to remember a lot of those, but I'll tell you what, that's one that's going to stay filed because just the high level of what was going on in there on the offensive, defensive end, shots being made. Acrobatic shots being made, guys playing hard, and you're right. If we can get that out of this game, then I'll tell you what, it was a hell of a night for the folks here in the Bismarck Event Center.
Thompson breaks their huddle first in their black uniforms, white numerals with the green. That would be Kelly green, I would say. Would that be Kelly green?
Yeah, I think that's a little bit of Kelly green there.
All right.
Yeah, I would go with that.
I got to ask the BSN expert when I get to stuff like that. And, of course, Kindred in their home whites tonight with the royal blue trim. And we're going to get the North Dakota National Guard presenting our game ball as we get set for basketball.
You can see Olsey, I'm guessing I wonder if he's got it taped too, but he's got that ankle brace on that right foot. And he was a little ginger in warm-ups. I was watching him a little bit, so we'll see how he reacts here tonight at the start of this one.
All right, the Zebras are ready. Peraza and Peterson will jump it up. Reed Vloggin with the toss, and we are underway. There are some big boys out in this court right now as Thompson has the rock. Kindred will come out man-to-man.
And probably one of the biggest ones isn't on the floor yet.
Yeah, exactly. Luke Starsovic will be in there in a second. I know that's who you're talking about.
Yep.
A corner three ball for Schumacher is down.
Well, the start that they wanted right there, and a great find. Schumacher just slid to the corner, rose up and buried it and gave him a good start.
Good start for the Thompson Tommies. And the Tommies will come out man-to-man. Kindred moving right to left. They get a post up for Peraza. Goes to the jump hook from the left block. No good. Rebound, Drew Odenbach, and here comes Thompson.
Sorry, TD. I really think he's the key tonight for Thompson is Odenbach.
I like that call too, partner. Quiet game in the opener yesterday for Odenbach as Krogstad backing in against Spellhog. Schumacher from the top. Nowhere to go against Bacco. Tice reverses it. Odenbach couldn't hit it from the corner three. Rebound, Bacco. He floats into the front court. Man, he's smooth.
Oh.
OC will lock and load, trailing the play on a three ball. Nope. Rebound, Odenbach. Good block out there against Starsovic.
Yeah, good job by Thompson. One and done again for the Kindred Vikings.
You can see Thompson. They do not want to get into a track meet. They want to just make this a half-court game. Oh, on the rack attack, Thompson couldn't finish it. Rebound, putback is down for Carter Peterson.
Yeah, good attack there by Schumacher, but Peterson in the right place, right time. He continues his torrid stretch that he had in that second half last night against Kildare.
Tommies with a good start. They lead 5-0 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. And they're locked in on the defensive end. Kindred goes to a post up on the block. Jake Starsovic working, shot faking, scoring.
Oh, and he got the hoop in the arm, too.
Oh, and the and one.
Yes, sir.
Foul's going to be whistled on Gavin Krogstad. And as you said, Scott, the hoop in the arm. Starsovic.
I'm guessing we're going to see a lot of that tonight. They're going to get him post up in the block. He's so strong down there, and he just took Krogstad right to the 10.
Couldn't convert the old-fashioned three-point play from the Serb Pro stripe. Starsovic has the first two of the contest for the Kindred Vikings. Tice to Odenbach, reverses it to Schumacher. From the left wing, nowhere to go. Comes up top, Krogstad. Step back three, no. Off the back rim, and a great block out there by the Vikings.
Well, nobody went and got the ball.
Yeah.
Starsovic looked at Peraza, and finally Peraza went and got it.
Oh, Peraza getting downhill, and he shuffled the puppies.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. That might not have been a little induced there by Odenbach, but nonetheless, it went against Kindred, and Thompson gets the ball back.
Saying it was an assisted shuffle the puppies?
It might have been, yes.
Yeah, it might have been. Peterson in the mid-post on the right side. Thompson leads 5-2, 5:18 to play first quarter. BNC Bank brings you our scoreboard. They make managing money easy because your life's busy at BNC Bank. Tice misfires on the right side of the lane from 10, and the rebound ricochets out of bounds, and we get an early media timeout, our favorite thing on the universe. 5:06 to play first quarter. We break. First International Bank and Trust timeout. It's Thompson 5, Kindred 2, and we're back after this break on the PSP Network.
Have over 60 years combined experience in the field. Not only are we writing estimates, talking with customers, we're in the shop working alongside of our team members.
I've always had a very strong passion for repairing vehicles. I've been doing it since I've been in high school, and I've always enjoyed seeing the vehicles repaired back to their original conditions.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve the Bismarck-Mandan community for the last 7 years. We look forward to expanding into our new addition to better serve our customers, Centennial Collision and Paint.
Learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
On the PSP Network, we like to promote local athletes. Be sure to like and follow us on our social media platforms of Facebook, Twitter, and X. And subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. State A semifinals. Kindred down by 3 has possession with under 5 to play in their first quarter. They look for a backside lob. Now Bako operates from the right wing. Starcevic looks inside. OC turns and fades and hits.
Well, looks like the ankle looks pretty good as they finally got OC down, posted up, and he turned. He didn't have a good night last night, but he gets his first 2 of the evening.
Cuts into that Tommy's lead. It's now 5-4. Thompson on top. Odenbach, fakes a handoff, and to the rack attack. Oh, good contest there by Perazzi. Missed it. Rebound to the Vikings, and here comes Bako. Crosses over. Krogstad has the assignment. Switching defense now. Krogstad picks up Starcevic. Oh, count it! He flipped it in with the right hand, and he was fouled.
Oh, that was just such a quick spin move, too, by Starcevic. He got down the left side, put his pivot foot down, turned, and went and finished and got the harm as well.
Drew Odenbach gets whistled for the personal, and Kindred has a lead with Jake Starcevic at the Serve Pro stripe, looking to add to it. The kid heading to West Point to play football for the Black Knights. Knocks down the old-fashioned three-point play. That is a frame that young man, how much time do you think he spent in the weight room?
Oh, man, between him and Peterson?
Oh, boy.
They probably needed a size-up one on the jersey.
Yeah, they've made a second home.
Oh, my goodness.
Should have to pay rent in the weight room. Little screen and roll from the top. Tice comes right side to Hippen, who just checked in. He misfires from downtown. One and done. Here comes the Vikings. They've scored 5 straight. Spellhog on the baseline. OC says, hey, clear out a sign. I want to go one-on-one against Hippen. And Hippen had 2 arms in the back, and that's going to be a foul on Noah Hippen. Hippen comes off the bench for the Tommies, the 6'4 junior.
That'll be the 3rd team foul on the Thompson Tommies. And here comes some more beef into the ball game. Jake Starcevic checks in.
Yeah, the where's the beef question is answered.
How about this matchup, him and Peterson?
Oh, boy. Those are a couple wide bodies.
Oh.
Peraza inside out to OC. Got Hippen off his feet. OC backing in, leaning in, tried to kiss it home, no good. Odenbach climbs the ladder.
Yeah, not a good shot there. OC forced that one.
Hippen into the front court for the Tommies. Peterson lays it up top. Krogstad crosses over, and he got tangled up on the way in. Arm in the air, and Krogstad will be shooting a couple. Nope, they stay on the drive.
And that's going to go on Jake Starcevic, his first team foul now for Kindred of the quarter.
Thompson will send 4 guys along the baseline. They'll trigger it in. Non-shooting foul whistled against Starcevic. Oh, on a curl. They get Krogstad loose. Oh, but it's blocked by Bacco. Return to sender. Now wide open. Starcevic, corner three ball. Book it.
Oh, and he gave a little kiss to that, and then he rubbed the arm. Starcevic got a new look to that three-point mantra.
Vikings have scored 8 straight. Tommies, with 2:45 to play in the first quarter, find themselves down by 8, or excuse me, down by 5. Krogstad with a shot fake from the left side. And a shot clock violation. Nobody from Thompson knew about it.
No, they had no idea. The bench wasn't even hollering on that one.
Not too many things that get a crowd or a team fired up than a shot clock violation, and the Vikings are fired up right now with 2:35 to play in the first quarter and a media timeout. Vikings have doubled up the Tommies 10-5, and we break here on the PSP Network.
Relax, Spas Etc., Bismarck's #1 hot tub and sauna dealer, brings luxury and wellness straight to your home. Discover top brands, Sundance hot tubs, and Michael Phelps swim spas that deliver not just relaxation, but real therapeutic benefits. Right now, save up to $5,000 or enjoy up to 72 months interest-free financing. Visit us today at 1420 East Main Avenue in Bismarck and experience the best deals for yourself.
Learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Somebody's going to join Devils Lake in the state championship tomorrow night. Right now, with 2:30 left in the first quarter, Kindred has scored 8 straight, and they lead 10-5 and a takeaway. Thompson takes it away from the Vikings, and in transition, Krogstad forcing the issue, and he's going to be fouled there by Brooks Bacco, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, sorry, TD. How about the quick hands on the other end by Noah Hippen on Bacco? I'm guessing it's not real easy to take it away from Bacco. But Hippen did that, and then Krogstad a good attack to the basket, drew the contact, and now he's going to get some bonus free throws.
And we mentioned it last night, when Gavin Krogstad gets going offensively for the Tommies, it is a whole different look and feel for the Thompson club.
Yeah, and he's not off to near the start he was last night.
He gets 1 and 2 from the Serve Pro stripe, where they got fire and water cleanup and restoration at Serve Pro. And that breaks an 8-0 run for the Kindred Vikings. It's now 10-6, Kindred on top. Approaching 2 minutes to play, quarter number 1. Peraza, haven't heard from him yet. To Luke Starcevic. Bacco from downtown, short. Rebound, Peraza comes flying in, kept it alive. Luke Starcevic throws it into the backcourt. And I think that's got to be a backcourt violation. It wasn't on the rebound. Yeah, if that's a tip out on the rebound, but it hit the court first. Yep, so once it hits the court, you can't throw it into the backcourt.
Yep.
If it's a rebound that is still in the air and you slap it into the backcourt, that works. Huh? We're still having a zebra convention.
Well, I think we're having a convention over here with one of the assistant coaches from Kindred.
He was disagreeing.
Yep.
He was saying that the player had control. Oh, how about that little hesitation? That should be goaltending. Schumacher got on the glass. No call. It was up on the glass, and now Odenbach battling with Starcevic. That's got it.
Yeah, I would agree with you. That was a goaltending, as that was up on the glass.
Well, and here's the situation. As a high school official, you don't see that happen very often, where somebody's attacking that one at the top of the square.
Well said, partner.
Yeah. I think they missed it.
That's not a common occurrence at the state Class A level
you're looking at
in North Dakota.
You're looking at a lot of things, probably not a goaltend. As Whipple comes in and cranks up a 3. Oh, a battle on the glass. Bacco gets tied up with Krogstad, and the rebound and the alternating arrow on the jump ball will belong to Kindred.
Kind of a slow start to this one.
Oh, it just has a field of gradually building. Off an inbounds play, OC from the left baseline. Got into the paint, pirouettes, turns, and hits from 12.
Yeah, well, we were wondering what his ankle was going to be like, and based on that move there that he just pulled and faded away, he's just fine.
Pull up Tice from the free throw line area, and the other end for Thompson, no good, but OC couldn't secure the board, and it goes off of him out of bounds, and a second chance coming up for Thompson. With 1:03 to play in our first quarter. Today's game brought to you in part by Starion Bank, their locations in North Dakota, and the Four Seasons Restaurant in Garrison. Schumacher gets into the post. Peterson backing his way, and oh, how about the footwork for two?
Oh, was that a nifty move down there? Great move by Carter Peterson on that baseline.
He's got 4, and it's a 4-point game. Kindred 12, Thompson 8. Brooks Bacco downhill on the rack attack.
You see how quick he got up there? That was impressive right there.
The smoothness, the aggressiveness, the explosiveness.
There it was, the explosiveness.
And now with the shot clock, game clock almost identical, Thompson looks like they're going to hold for the final shot of the first quarter. Braden Tice with 15 seconds to play in the quarter has it up top. Gets a double high screen. Tice working, leaves it on a backdoor cut for Krogstad. And a lot of contention there as there wasn't much space to complete that pass.
Nope.
And it goes out of bounds. Thompson lucky to retain possession.
That was good defense down low by Kindred on the baseline.
Gavin Oster checks on for the Tommies. Tice is going to throw it in to Hippen. 5 to shoot. Peterson going to have to fade and launch from straight on. Oh, he airbanked it, and Starcevic winds it up and throws it full court and hit the net. As our first quarter is in the books. Kindred 14, Thompson 8 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Second quarter comes up next from the State A semifinals.
Easy. They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western. You can bank on us.
Learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Well, Thompson led 5-2 at one point in that first quarter, and Kindred went on a prompt 8-0 run, and now they lead 14-8 as we get set for our second quarter of play. I tell you today's game brought to you in part by Swenson RV and Marine, official tracker dealer with full line of tracker and nitro fishing boats, along with Sun Tracker Regency pontoons, also Tracker Off-Road, Yeti Ice Houses, campers and their locations in Minot and Bismarck. Shop online at SwensonRV.com. Today's game also brought to you in part by Envision Cooperative. Visit a store near you. Energy Agronomy C-stores at Envision Cooperative. Underway in the second quarter. Thompson has possession. Moving left to right, and they get a post up, inside out. Oster from downtown, no, too strong. Rebound Krogstad. Second chance for the Tommies. Thompson, Tice going down the right side of the lane against Bacco, and he shuffled the puppies.
Yep.
Switch pivot feats. Switch pivot feats.
He anticipated he was going to take Bacco to the 10, but Bacco had other thoughts, and he shuffled the skips, and the way we go.
My English teacher, Mrs. Hart, would be proud of me of shuffling the feats. That just sounds dumb.
Yep.
Thanks for the quick agreement.
You're welcome.
Presley Peraza got deep, count it, and a foul.
Yeah, he got downhill real quick, a little jump stop, and then he leaned in and drew the contact and was able to finish with the hoop and the harm.
Krogstad picks up his second personal foul. Peraza has his first 2 of the night. And Kindred has stretched this thing out to an 8-point lead. The Vikings kind of acting like a boa constrictor here. They're just suffocating the Tommies as an and one miss by Peraza, but Starcevic grabs out a rebound. Osi from way downtown couldn't hit it. A rebound to Hippen. Here comes Thompson down 16-8 on your BNC Bank scoreboard, 1 minute into the second quarter. Braden Tice up top. Post up Krogstad. Working, shooting, scoring, and he's fouled.
Wow, yeah, that was just a great move, and Krogstad wanted that one, and he just backed in, drew the contact on Peraza. No, that was Spellhog, I stand corrected, but what a great move down there by Krogstad.
Yeah, Thompson needed one, so they got it to their leading scorer, Gavin Krogstad, on the block, finished it, and he converts the and one from the Serve Pro stripe. Makes it 16-11. Kindred leads with 6:55 to play first half. Spellhog plays catch up top with Baco. Now in the middle of the lane, they free up Starcevic, too strong. Rebound to the big man, Carter Peterson.
Brad Whale just turned around and said, shoot the ball.
Kind of just threw that one. Oh, now the Viking defense was on vacation, but they couldn't get it to Braden Tice, and the Vikings take it away. Jake Starcevic penetrating, kick out. Baco sets the puppies for 3. No. Rebound to Peterson again. 1 and done for the Vikings. Here comes Thompson. Carter Peterson fakes the handoff. Now he launches from downtown. Oh, in and out. Spellhog comes cross court to Baco. He slips through the defense. He makes it look easy, but he missed the shot. Rebound to Gavin Oster. A couple missed trips for both teams. Remains 16-11 Kindred. Now Tice around the defense. Oh, return to sender.
Wow, just such a great recovery that time as Krogstad blew by Starcevic, and then Starcevic just came right back after him and was able to knock it out of bounds.
And then he said, get that out of here.
Yep.
With maybe another little adjective in there.
Yep, I'm guessing. Not suitable for the PSP network.
That's right.
That adjective.
Thomas Schumacher to Hippen. Thompson still has it. Down by 5 are the Tommies. Oh, the hustle by Peraza. Now he gets up off the deck. Now everybody's diving. Everybody's sliding. A 2-car pileup. And the hustle is going to be acknowledged here by the Kindred Viking fans.
Well, it's just a little something like that, Todd, that can get a team ignited. But give a lot of credit to Peraza there. Great hustle on his end.
Yeah, maybe a tip of the cap to Noah Hippen, too.
Absolutely.
For Thompson, as neither guy was budging an inch. It finally went out of bounds off of Peraza, but everybody was laying it on the line. Down to 7 to shoot. Tommy's got to hurry. Hippen pressing the issue. Tried to feed it to Krogstad, and it's going to be another shot clock violation. And that Kindred defense is dialed up. And we break. A First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. They've been doing it since 1910. Locations in Arizona, Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota. Find them online at FIBT.com. 16-11, Kindred leads with 5:24 to play in our first half.
There's this pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Relax, Spas Etc., Bismarck's #1 hot tub and sauna dealer, brings luxury and wellness straight to your home. Discover top brands, Sundance hot tubs, and Michael Phelps swim spas that deliver not just relaxation, but real therapeutic benefits. Right now, save up to $5,000 or enjoy up to 72 months interest-free financing. Visit us today at 1420 East Main Avenue in Bismarck and experience the best deals for yourself.
Kindred leads 16-11, 5:24 to play. First half, we can tell you that Dakota Square Arco brings you today's game. Touchless car wash, convenience items, quality fuel. Find out for yourself. Dakota Square Arco on the west side of Dakota Square Mall. And again, thanks to Starion Bank with their locations in North Dakota and the Four Seasons Restaurant in Garrison for bringing you today's game.
Well, Brent Weber doing a little bit of maintenance on the floor there. I don't know if somebody had gum on their shoe or what it was, but.
As Kindred into the front court leading by 5 with 5:15 to play in our first half. Thompson's got a little zone look now. A little matchup zone defense. High post, Starcevic. That's Jake. Shot fake. Now he takes it. Way too strong. Luke Starcevic just dislodged some people, went up to shoot it, and they let him play as the Tommies came out of there with it. Oster will find Schumacher. I was waiting for a whistle on that one.
Yeah, I was too. Yeah, absolutely.
You get those bodies banging in there like that.
They're letting them play a little bit.
They just let them go against each other. Schumacher, pocket pass, almost taken away by Starcevic, but he touched it last. That was Luke Starcevic hitting it for Kindred.
Yeah, and Odenbach, had he got that one, there was nothing he wouldn't do with that because he was amongst the trees, not to mention behind the basket.
Well, you kind of had a feeling that this baby was going to be in the 40s, maybe in the 50s at most. And it's starting to settle in that way. Just a lot of length to score over on both sides. Down to 8 to shoot. Odenbach, good dig in there by Bacco. Schumacher has to fade and fire from the left side for 3. No good. OC rebounds. Kindred back. Peraza flying into the lane, slams on the brakes and hits it from 12.
Yeah, Hippen did the flyby there. And Hetty moved there by hitting that mid-range jumper. Peraza pulling up, and he's got 4 in this quarter. He's got all 4, as a matter of fact.
Vikings lead by 7.
Ooh, there was a hook, and they didn't see it.
Hippen got away with one from the left block. Carter Peterson against Starcevic, and that is 2 guys not giving an inch. That looked like 2 gladiators going at it right there.
Yo, that was a lot of body going there. Starcevic was not going to be denied.
Jake Starcevic picks up the personal foul. Gabe Whipple checks on for the Vikings. Braden Tice has it way up top. Oster from the high right side. Puts it on the deck, leans in, and a foul there whistled on Whipple. And Oster will be shooting a couple.
Yeah, good recognition there by Oster. He saw some space free up, and he was able to attack and leaned in and created the contact on Whipple.
Yeah, Coach Wales over there saying, hey, you got 6'8" and 6'5" coming behind you to block that shot. You don't need to foul them. We got help coming. Make them shoot over you and score it.
Yeah, that's right.
Gavin Oster knocks down the first one from the serve pro stripe. Misses the second. It was long. Bacco secures the board. And here comes Kindred leading by 6. 3.5 to play first half. Whipple thought about a 3 from the left side. Thompson in this matchup zone. Getting deep was Bacco. Leaves it for Luke Starcevic. Body's tangled up and a foul being called. And Luke Starcevic's going to shoot a couple.
Yeah, I think Carter Peterson, that's going to be on Carter Peterson, his first.
Hey, I'm crediting the Zebras. They are letting a little bit of that stuff go.
Yeah.
Because there is certainly some jostling happening in the painted area.
And it's one of those things you think that as you go and looking at, as you're going to referee this game, you got to know what the size is of both these two teams. And you got to know it's going to be physical. There's going to be some banging going on. And that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, because neither team is going to back down an inch.
Nope.
They both only know how to go forward. Luke Starcevic short on the first free throw. Second one off the front iron and falls in. Yeah, it's back to a 7-point lead for Kindred, 19-12. On your BNC Bank scoreboard with 3:20 to play first half. Stay tuned. Our Magic Towing halftime report comes up next. The pace of this game is a tish slow compared to the last one.
Tortoise.
Oh, Odenbach from the free throw line. Count it, and he's fouled.
Well, Odenbach just caught that, turned and fired, and Starcevic came into the body.
Luke Starcevic picks up the personal, and he says, Drew Odenbach says, tortoise that.
Fourth team foul.
Drew Odenbach, the big baseball pitcher. How about seeing that guy out on the hill?
Oh boy.
Second team
step at you?
Second team All-State baseball player. Couldn't hit the and one free throw. Ossie on the other end, raining a three from deep.
Yeah, that was a big one. That was it. You're right, Todd. That was deep.
Ossie's got 7, and the lead is 8. Carter Peterson working against Startovic, and he goes to the step back. He hits it. And the teams start trading some baskets here late in the first half.
Not many guys that got that size that have the step back in their game.
Bacco open in the middle of the paint over Peterson. Oh, and a friendly roll for Brooks Bacco.
Yeah, and he wanted a foul, didn't get it either.
Bacco's got 4. And it's back to an 8-point lead for Kindred. 24-16 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. 2:15 and counting to play first half. Hippen comes to Peterson, and the Tommies set the O. Dribble drive on the baseline. Tice backing in against Bacco. Might have shuffled the puppies, and he did. And we'll have a media timeout. 2:04 to play in our first half here from the State A semifinals on your BNC Bank scoreboard. It is Kindred 24, Thompson 16.
Have over 60 years combined experience in the field. Not only are we writing estimates, talking with customers, we're in the shop working alongside of our team members.
I've always had a very strong passion for repairing vehicles. I've been doing it since I've been in high school, and I've always enjoyed seeing the vehicle repaired back to their original conditions.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve the Bismarck-Mandan community for the last 7 years. We look forward to expanding into our new addition to better serve our customers, Centennial Collision and Paint.
Kindred 24, Thompson 16 with 2:04 to play in our first half. We tell you today's game brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. No pizza like it. Try the Blue Buffalo or the plain cheese. I've been serving the Magic City for over 25 years. Today's game also brought to you in part by Minot State. Be seen, be heard, be you at MSU. And the UPS store in Minot brings you today's game on South Broadway in the Marketplace Foods Plaza. They're there for all your packing, shipping, and printing needs at the UPS store in Minot. Kindred with the offensive set. Handoff to Starcevic on the left wing. Bacco gets a side to himself. Almost poked away there by Krogstad. Bacco now in a post up for Starcevic. Got the undersized Schumacher, but he couldn't hit it. And then the ball is ricocheted out of bounds. And Kindred will still have it.
Well, they got Starcevic in that high post there, playing the high post. And, you know, it's almost like he's catching and just throwing it at the hoop and not setting himself and hitting a good little mid-range jumper there.
Go back to that Drew Odenbach. He had a 1.56 earned run average. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
He got to be able to reach about halfway home, doesn't he? I mean, he's 6'8" with long arms.
Yeah, I mean, that's like I said, that step is right in your grill when he comes at you.
You don't see too many. Like, you think of a Randy Johnson, you know what I mean? That was big, tall like that, and that delivery would just be deceiving. And I heard he throws pretty hard, too, does Drew Odenbach. He's going to Minnesota Crookston on a baseball scholarship. But a pipeline of Tommies that have gone to play for the Golden Eagles, including Schumacher, who turns it over. And here comes Peraza, flying to the rim. Oh, but he missed it at the cup. He was short. And here comes Tice to Krogstad from downtown. No short. Good block on the weak side for Jake Starcevic.
That was an aggressive block out on this backside as Starcevic blocked out Peterson.
Kindred has it with 1 minute to play. And the Vikings leading by 8. Ossie frees up. Set shot. He sets it. He gets it.
Yeah, he's pretty dangerous. You let him set his feet, and He's got 33 of them on the year, make it 35 now.
And he's in double figures with 10 to lead the Vikings. And with 45 seconds to play in the first half, get a 30-second timeout. We'll break. Vikings 26, Tommies 16, 45 to play, seconds that is, in our first half.
Rooted in the heart of our vibrant communities stands Bravera Bank, offering complete financial services for banking, wealth management, and insurance. From home loans and checking accounts
Let me tell you about the cashback rewards with this account.
to wealth management, we'll help you forge your path ahead.
Let's create a plan to reach your financial goals. Sounds great.
With specialty insurance coverage, our advisors ensure your operation can carry on.
Looks like it's going to be a great harvest.
Now the Devils Lake Firebirds have punched their ticket to the state semifinals with a 68-63 victory over Shiloh tonight. And now the Firebirds are sitting back in the wings just saying, all right, boys, just beat the tar out of each other.
Boy, is that an understatement.
Kindred leads by 11. Post up Carter Peterson to the rim. Oh, too strong. Rebound to Baco, and the shot clock is off. Kindred can play for the last shot here. And it's been a big second quarter here for Kindred. Looks like Coach Whale is going to use his use it or lose it 30-second timeout. He'll bring Jake Starcevic back in. Reminder, folks, we'll be back on the air tomorrow for you in a continuing coverage on the PSP network. As what time's the action begin tomorrow?
10 bells, baby.
10 bells for the 7th place contest, where we will have Wahpeton and Killdeer in that first contest. Following that, it will be DLB and Beulah for 5th place. And then Shiloh will be taking on the loser of this contest in our 3rd place game. And that's, I remember the championship's at 5. What time was it
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock for the 3rd place game.
Yeah,
and then
confirm that.
Devils Lake against the winner of this one for all the marbles.
10, 11, 45, 3, and 5.
Yep, thank you. There's your schedule for tomorrow here on PSP. 26 seconds left. Let's see what Coach Whale dials up out of the timeouts. Thompson goes zone. Down to 18 seconds. Baco looks backside. Peraza collected it. Oh, he missed it. Got it back. Shoots it, but he's fouled. Hippen was claiming that he was straight up, but Presley Peraza on a pogo stick is going to shoot a couple.
Hey, how about the hang time by Peraza on that second attempt?
Yeah, because I was watching Noah Hippen in warmups, and that dude has some hops.
Yeah.
Presley Peraza can get up with the best of them, and I would say Hippen is probably one of the few guys that can rise with them. As Peraza misfires on the first free throw from your Serve Pro stripe where they got trained technicians. It's Serve Pro.
Peraza, 74% free throw shooter. He's missed 2 tonight.
Sets the second, and he got it.
Not when he got.
Dozen-point lead for the Vikings. Thompson's been stuck in the mud here for a while offensively.
Yeah, they have.
Down to 7 seconds, down to 6. Tice has got to go. Gets it off to Oster. Shot fake, fires from downtown. Oh, off the back rim. It was right on line. He couldn't hit it. And the Viking fans come to their feet to applaud a first half for number 1 seed Kindred. Vikings from Kindred lead at 28-16 over the Thompson Tommies. And our Magic Towing halftime report comes up next from the State A semifinals at the Bismarck Event Center.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Kindred leads 28-16 at halftime, the State A semifinals. Good to have you tuned in to the PSP Network. Todd DOMRES alongside Scott WOODMANSEE. It's our Magic Towing halftime report. You blow it, they'll tow it. Magic Towing serving Western North Dakota. If you mention the PSP Network, you'll save $50 on your next tow. Man, I'm looking out on the court and I see the two most overpaid floor sweepers in the business, Tim Paulzine and Perry Hansen.
Oh, yeah. No better job for those two right there.
All right, Scott, we figured this would be a mutter, a low-scoring, hard-fought game, and, man, Kindred is they're thriving in this environment right now.
Yeah, they certainly are. I mean, you know, and if you look at the numbers, I mean, the numbers show it too. I mean, the one thing that Thompson, you know, they're not shooting it very well. I mean, they're not making shots like they were in that first half last night against Kildare, and really that's a big difference in the ball game as. But you're right. I mean, it's just been a grinded out, both sides, and just, you know, there's just the flow hasn't been there to this one, and maybe that'll change the second game. But yeah, I mean, it's been a total grinder is what this one's been.
And it's been contested shots. It's been shot clock violations. It's been one and dones. Not a lot of turnovers really. I mean,
no, not at all.
Good hard nosed man-to-man defense for the most part. All right, Scott, let's run through those halftime numbers as Kindred leads by a dozen.
All right, Todd, thanks. First of all, for the Thompson Tommies who trail at the break, 28-16. Nobody in double figures there. They were led by Carter Peterson with 6 points. He had 4 rebounds to go along with that, too. Thomas Schumacher with 3. Gavin Croxted with 4. Gavin Oster with 1. And Drew Odenbach with 2 for their total of 16 at the break. For Kindred, they were led in scoring by Carson Ossie with 10 points. Brooks Bacco with 4, Jake Starcevic with 8, Presley Peraza with 5, and Luke Starcevic with 1 for their total of 28. Kindred was 11 of 25 from the field for 44%, and Thompson was just 6 of 21 for 28% from the field. The rebounding advantage, well, it goes to Kindred at 20-13 by 7. You talked about the turnovers, Todd. Just 10 total in that opening half, 6 by Thompson and 4 by Kindred. So, you know, really not a lot of free throws. I mean, the one other stat is, you know, you look at, we talked about it, is Thompson was just 1 of 10 from behind the arc, where The Kindred was 3 of 8, so a big difference there, but not a lot of free throws. Thompson was 3 for 6, and Kindred was 3 for 7. So pretty evenly matched first half, but right now Kindred's just got the better half right now as they lead it by 12 at 28-16.
Yeah, Carson Ossie, the lone player on the floor with 10. He leads Kindred, and Thompson led by the 6 of Carter Peterson. Both quarters were 14-8. How about that? You don't see that every day. I'm just going to go on a limb and say it's going to stay that way in the third and the fourth quarter, and your final score is going to be 56-32.
Well,
it's going to be 14-8 every quarter.
The way it's going, you're probably not far off.
All right, fans, thanks to Magic Towing for bringing you our halftime report. You blow it, they'll tow it. Magic Towing serving Western North Dakota. 28-16, Kindred on top, and our third quarter comes up next here on the PSP Network.
So Carson, how do I become a great football player like you?
Well, practice and having a professional team to answer the call and handle anything you throw their way is also important.
Hey Carson, thanks for teaching crew about community banking at First Western. First Western, you can bank on us.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
For those who dream big, Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
Kindred on top, 28-16. Our second half today brought to you by Swenson RV and Marine. Official Tracker Marine dealer, full line of Tracker and Nitro fishing boats, along with Sun Tracker Regency pontoons. Locations in Minot and Bismarck. They also got Tracker Off-Road, Yeti Ice Houses, and campers, and you can shop online at swensonrv.com. Oh, baby, one of my favorite tunes. Little AC/DC blowing in the background for those about to rock.
Blow my headphone speakers on this one here.
I apologize, this now got a little loud right there.
No, that's all right.
Usually only do that for the national anthem. We are underway in the second half. Set these lineups as Kindred has the rock. Spellhog, Bako, Ossie, Jake Starcevic, and Presley Peraza out there for number 1 seeded Kindred. And we got a shot clock malfunction as it didn't move from 35. So they're going to have to take 21 seconds off that baby.
I would, yeah, at least, huh?
Should set that shot clock to 14, I would imagine. It's quick math right there.
There you go. Nice work, TD.
Yep, thanks. And Kindred will trigger it in under their own hoop. Thompson's got their original starting 5 out there. And a quick trigger 3. Ossie off the inbounds. Yes!
Well, Carson Ossie continuing the hot streak, his third 3 of the night.
Man, welcome back to the party. And now a takeaway. Nope. I say you're going to get a foul. That would have been a dunk there for Brooks Bako, but foul at the timeline as Kindred had the trap applied.
Spellhog gets called for the personal. First team.
Man, how about
his first personal.
How about the comeback here for Carson Ossie?
Yeah, very impressive right now.
Coming back from the ankle yesterday that he turned and only played 19 minutes. And he's got a game-high 13 now for Kindred. Thompson to the baseline. Odenbach against Peraza goes to the little hook. That might have been partially blocked. Didn't draw iron. Spellhog has a rebound. Here comes Bacco. Pulls up right side of the lane. Oh, in and out. Odenbach rebounds. Here comes Thompson. 1 minute into our third quarter. Tommies could use a hoop. They're down 15. They've been stuck on 16 for a long time.
Oh, yeah, it was.
And Peraza with a tip away. Uh-oh. Clear the runway. Peraza will hammer it down.
Oh!
Woo! That was with authority.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Thomas Schumacher. I just made a three-pointer, but that's not the story. How about that? He took off from outside the lane. Off 2 feet.
In traffic, too. A little bit of traffic.
Oh! And he comes back with a two-handed. Send it in. How about the back-to-back jams?
Wow. And I got to tell you, there you see it on the replay in front of us. Oh, there was the tomahawk, and wow.
And you get a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. Woo! So much for this being a mutter. Presley Peraza has just lit the joint up. And let's take a timeout. 6:05 to play third quarter. Kindred is slamma jamming it, and they lead it 35-19 over Thompson.
Deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
As a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
Man, it's amazing how a couple plays can just change the mojo of a game. And the body language for Thompson right now, not so good. And it looks like the Vikings have got energized. And now they're into this trapping defense. They almost get a takeaway. Tice gets it off to Oster. Floating shot. Oh! Bacco contested it, and they both hit the deck hard. It's going to be a foul on Brooks Bacco and Gavin Oster to the line.
I just... You know, Todd, you talked about things you don't see at this level of basketball, about the goaltending, about playing up by the square like that. You don't see a tomahawk like that very often at any level of high school basketball in North Dakota, because that one was stuck.
Yeah. Oh, Gavin Oster misses both from the Serve Pro stripe. Foul on Brooks Bacco. Yeah, Presley Peraza. Man, those Peraza boys can jump. How about his jumps at the state track meet?
Yeah.
State champ in the triple jump, fifth in the long jump, fourth in the high jump, and he was on a relay that placed as well. Now Peraza's getting deep against Hippen, and it's the Presley Peraza show here in the third quarter.
Yeah, it must have been in the locker room and said, okay, we're going to open things up here, and we're going to let Presley Peraza go one-on-one, and he's done that 3 times down the floor, and, well, we'll see if this one converts to points.
And Peraza twines the first one from the Serve Pro stripe. Yeah, that was fun. That first dunk was unbelievable in transition. He took off from outside the lane and hammered it off at 2 feet with one hand, and he pulled it way back. As he gets both free throws, does Presley Peraza. And now it's danger time for Thompson. 37-19 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Kindred leads. Hippen with the rack attack contested by Peraza. Rebound Carter Peterson, and that's blocked by Starcevic. Jake Starcevic has the block. Tried to go to the spin. Krogstad pokes it away, and now you get a timeout. Asked for and received there, right in front of his own bench by head coach Brad Whale. And we'll keep this right here. We can tell you that today's game brought to you in part by Envision Cooperative. Visit a store near you. Agronomy, equipment, energy, farm, and home, and gas and snacks. Envision Cooperative, Energy, Agronomy, C-Stores brings you today's game, along with Dakota Square Arco. Quality fuel, convenience items, and awesome touches car wash, the best customer service. Find out for yourself. Dakota Square Arco on the west side of Dakota Square Mall in Minot. And a tip of the cap today to Starion Bank. Their locations in North Dakota and the Four Seasons Restaurant in Garrison for bringing you today's game. Oh, we haven't even said thanks to BSN tonight, as BSN creates exclusive, personalized solutions for North Dakota high school and collegiate programs. You can contact your local BSN sales pro today. Some of the best in the business serving Western North Dakota. Scott Woodmansee, Greg Foster, Naomi Erdahl, and Nate Zachman. I won't even add Joe Cattell to that list.
No, please don't.
Working his way in the lane, Baco had it poke checked away. Nice play by Braden Tice. Thompson has it, they got to stop, but they're down 18.
Well, they need a hoop bad.
They're stuck here. They had 16 points at halftime. They got 19 right now. We're halfway through the third quarter almost. Oster from the right side, got it from downtown.
There you go, and came from probably somebody you didn't expect. Well, he's made 24 threes in the year prior to that one.
Peraza way too strong. He airbanked it in transition off the made hoop by Oster. Krogstad to Hippen. Hippen to the scoop, to the hoop.
Oh, nifty move there by Hippen.
He has his first two of the game, as Oster had his first field goal of the game. So Thompson getting points from, we'll say, unlikely sources here to try to crawl back into this thing, as it's now a 13-point lead for Kindred halfway through the third quarter. Off a screen, Baco. Post up OC in the mid-post. Got the undersized. Had the undersized Oster guarding him, and he just missed it.
Yeah, and he kind of faded away on that one, too, and he didn't need to because he had the undersized, as you mentioned, he had the undersized Oster guarding him.
Thompson rebounds, and now they get it to Oster on the left side. Screen and roll from there. On the roll, they try to get a post up to Krogstad. Now they get it into him deep. Turn, shoot, score for Gavin Krogstad.
Yeah, OC just a little late getting there, and a great pass from the point, finding Krogstad down low.
Yeah, the best part of that, like you said, was the pass by Carter Peterson, the big man with the assist. Post up for Baco. Operating in the paint, and Braden Tice with a reach-in got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. And just the third team foul, make it the second team foul of the third quarter here for the Tommies. It's an 11-point game. Presley Peraza will take a break, and he's earned it.
He's got to go ice that arm down.
Little curl on an inbounds. Baco, smooth operator for two from him. He hits it from 10.
Yeah, he's had a little trouble shooting the ball tonight, but that was a nifty mid-range jumper right there by Baco.
Oster off a curl as it's back to a 13-point lead for the Vikings. Hippen comes up top to Carter Peterson. A dribble entry in the wing. Handoff Oster. Shot faking against Baco and scoring. Nice play in the middle of the paint.
Oh, how about Gavin Oster, the 6'1 junior, stepping up and contributing here on the offensive end.
Yeah, not an easy guy to score against. Baco's a pretty good defender.
Yeah, absolutely.
Krogstad went right at him. Whipple's on. Starcevic hadn't heard from him in a while. Gets it on the pick and pop. He'll launch it from downtown, right on cue.
Oh, and he looked right over at the Thompson bench when he hit that.
Here comes Hippen. Shot fake, easy deuce. Usually when somebody does stuff like that, the next time he comes to the rack, you find yourself getting laid out.
Yep.
As here comes Baco. Oh, the slippery scoop to the hoop.
Nifty move in the open floor there by Baco.
Now the offense opening up a little bit, but it's a 14-point lead for the Kindred Vikings, your number one seed, looking for a date in the championship against Devils Lake. Devils Lake won by 6 against Shiloh earlier, in case you missed it. Hippen might have shuffled the puppies, and there goes Oster for 2 more with the floater.
Gavin Oster with 7 in this quarter. I like the aggressiveness out of the young man.
He's kind of feeling it right now. Whipple, little pick and pop. Osee from way downtown. No, he wedged it. Bacco crashing the glass and laying it in.
Well, better yet, he got the board, and he was able just to keep his footing and his positioning, went right back up with it and scored it.
That guy's got some amazing body control, doesn't he?
Yeah, he certainly does.
You talk about the sophomore of Gibson Kinnerbrew and the season that he had, the body control. Bacco is right there with a Gibson Kinnerbrew. Maybe Gibson Kinnerbrew right there with a Brooks Bacco. I guess I don't know how you describe that.
Yeah, no question.
Oh, the catapult 3 there for Tice was blocked. Now it's down to 5 to shoot. Hippen has got to go from the top. Straight on 23-footer. No, he tickled the bottom of the net. And that will go out of bounds to Kindred. And we get a media timeout today brought to you by First International Bank and Trust. You can find the good folks at First International online at FIBT.com. 41.8 seconds left, third quarter. BNC Bank scoreboard it is. Kindred 46 and the Tommies 32.
Eight gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
We've learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
.42 seconds left, 41.8 to be exact in our third quarter. Timeout today brought to you by First International Bank and Trust. Kindred leads 46-32. Kind of feels like Kindred is up by about 25.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it really does. But it's kind of a lulling people to sleep a little bit here.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you have some fireworks. Peraza has it up top for Kindred. Spellhog looks for a posting up Osee. Squares up, shot fake against Hippen. Backing his way in, shot up good.
Oh, that's just a good aggressive move there by Osee.
Kindred's got a lot of weapons. Down to 7 seconds. Carter Peterson left side. Oh, it rattled in and out. Bacco rebounded, and it's poked out of his hands. Last touch by Thompson. Just 2.3 seconds left in our third quarter. And the Kindred Vikings have stretched this out to a 16-point lead. Osee gets it into Peraza. 1-2 bounces from the timeline. Oh! It went off the glass and drew iron. That would have put an exclamation point.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
On a pretty good third quarter for Presley Peraza. Pretty good third quarter for the Kindred Vikings. They're 8 minutes away from the date in the ship. Fourth quarter comes up next. BNC Bank scoreboard, end of 3. Kindred 48, Thompson 32.
Vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Yeah, Kindred has led throughout, and my prediction didn't come true.
No, it did not.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be 14-8.
I was just going to bring that up to you as well.
Thanks. It was a shot in the dark.
Yeah.
Would have been cool. It would have made people's eyebrows rise up.
Kindred got a little bit more aggressive there on the offensive end in that third quarter.
Kindred leads 48-32, in case you're wondering what we're talking about. The first two quarters had the exact same score, 14-8, so I made the bold prediction that it was going to be like that for all four quarters, and it's not. Thomas Schumacher misses it, and a rebound from Peterson back to Schumacher for two.
Yeah, and a good heads-up play there as Schumacher saw some space, and he saw the long rebound come to Peterson. He just attacked the basket and got the pass from Peterson.
Just starting the fourth quarter, Thompson gets a hoop. Bacco from the right side on the elbow, friendly roll.
Soft touch is what that is, TD. That's what Bacco's got. When you have a touch like that, you get those kinds of rolls.
That was a shooter's touch. How about the shooter's touch and the night going for Gavin Oster as he blasts one from three. Wow, it's been a long time since I had a sneeze in the middle of a broadcast, and Bacco dribbled it off his foot. Thompson has it. You know, there's a double-barreled sneeze, too. Oof. I had to push the cough button in a hurry there, partner.
Yeah.
Thanks for covering for me.
You got it.
Hippen will go handoff to Oster. Still a 13-point game. Thompson hanging around. 6:45 to play in the contest. Krogstad got deep in the lane. Kick out, shot for three, short by Schumacher from the left corner. Flat-footed rebound to the Vikings, and here comes Kindred. Moving left to right here in the second half, right in front of our vantage point. Post up Bacco. Again, Schumacher backs over the defense. Oh, he missed the bunny. Hippen rises for a rebound, and now it's a 3-on-3. Noah Hippen to the 10, and an offensive foul.
Yeah, I was just waiting for that one. As a matter of who called that. That was a great position down there by Spellhog. And Hippen on the jump through just got called for it.
Well, Brady Schwab did not agree.
That's his fourth.
And you get a post up for Osi on the other end. Oh, wide open. Starcevic.
Yeah, that time Krogstad came to help on the double, and then freed Starcevic up on the backside, and a great pass by Osi.
Yep, the Kindred offensive attack found the disadvantage right there. And it's a 15-point game. Thompson gets a screen and roll for Schumacher. Hippen still out there with those four personals. To Oster at the top. Swinging left side. Hippen wants to back his way in against Peraza. Almost had his pocket pick. Still has it. And now he got tangled up with Starcevic, and a foul is going to be called there on Jake Starcevic. You know, it's funny when people hit Starcevic, they end up going the other direction. Starcevic
You notice that too?
Starcevic doesn't go the other direction. The guy who he hits goes the other direction.
And he just goes straight down.
Yes. Yeah, that's funny how that happens, right? He's a little thick as Hippen knocks it down from the Serve Pro stripe. Oh, can Thompson mount a charge here late in the contest? They're down by 14 with 5:33 to play. Second one, Hippen, got them both. Noah Hippen, just a 43% free throw shooter in the season, canned them both. Makes it a 13-point game, 5.5 to play. On your BNC Bank scoreboard, they know life's busy. You make managing money easy at BNC Bank. Find them online at bnc.bank. Lob it over the top to Bacco. Couldn't dunk it. Instead throws it outside to Peraza. He misfires on a three. Jake Starcevic, offensive rebound. Works his way to the free throw line. Now way up top to Osi. And now it looks like Kindred's going to go to the weave. Peraza down the right side of the lane. Oh, he had a lane, and he got fouled, and I think that might be number 5.
That will be 5 on Hippen.
Noah Hippen is going to pick up that personal, and he's going to be done. Hippen picks up the 5th, And immediate timeout on the floor. Peraza will be shooting a couple when we come back. 52-39, Kindred leads. 4:56 to play in this state semifinal game from the Bismarck Event Center.
Easy. They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Have over 60 years combined experience in the field. Not only are we writing estimates, talking with customers, we're in the shop working alongside of our team members.
I've always had a very strong passion for repairing vehicles. I've been doing it since I've been in high school, and I've always enjoyed seeing the vehicle repaired back to the original conditions.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve the Bismarck-Mandan community for the last 7 years. We look forward to expanding into our new addition to better serve our customers, Centennial Collision and Paint.
Presley Peraza at the line, shooting a couple for Kindred. First one, the right-handed free toss, swish. Kindred faithful, starting to feel it a little bit. I ran into the Kindred mascot, the big Viking, and at halftime back in the hallway, and he was overheating. He was going outside to cool off, and we have not seen him here in the second half.
Yeah, let's hope.
Hope he's okay.
Let's hope 911 wasn't have to be called.
Nobody picks up Krogstad after 2 made free throws. Swish from downtown.
Yeah, Brad Whale wasn't happy with that one. That was just lazy defense there.
Yeah, you get 2 made free throws for Peraza, and nobody picks up Krogstad, and he knocks it down from deep. Makes it a 12-point game. Thompson within striking distance. Starcevic gets it deep against the undersized Schumacher, and that's a mouse in the house.
That ain't going to work. That ain't not going to work.
That's not going to work. Starcevic,
for Kindred, is what I should say.
Starcevic's got 15. Thomas Schumacher's not good at a lot of things, but at 5'9", he is going to have a hard time guarding a big guy like Jake Starcevic. Carter Peterson frees himself up, and a 15-footer is down from the free throw line.
Well, that's his first basket of the second half. You know, he's had a slow night. He had 6 in the first, but finally got one to go through.
Still a 12-point game, 56-44. Kindred with that 12-point lead. They lead by a dozen with 3:48 to play in the game. Starcevic curls a screen, gets downhill, double pump. Oh!
Tough shot there. Nice game for Jake Starcevic tonight as well.
Yeah, Baco's had a nice night. Osie's had a nice night. Starcevic's had a nice night. Peraza has had moments for sure. The big 4 coming to play for the Vikings. Down to 3:20 to play in the contest. Krogstad's got to get going. Gets it off to Oster on the left wing. 12 to shoot. They look backside. Tice bobbled it momentarily. Might have traveled. Krogstad. Oh, it was pocket picked. And here comes Starcevic. Oh, but Peterson tracks it down first. They reset the shot clock. I don't know why, but Peterson's going to step into a 3. Yes! From downtown Carter Peterson.
Well, as you said, Todd, that got it down to 11.
Still in vicinity.
Yep.
Thompson lost by 15 in the regular season to Kindred. They're down by 11 here with 2:40 to play. Lob over the top, Osie off his hands, but he was dislodged by Gavin Oster. Yeah, it's just the 3rd team foul here against the Tommies in the 4th quarter, and our 72nd media timeout of the night. We break. 2:37 to play in the game, and a break in the action brought to you by First International Bank and Trusts. Vikings 58, and the Tommies 47 in the State A's semifinals.
Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it. We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is...
Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
.237 to settle this one. Kindred by 11. Spellhog comes near side. They lob it into the post. Bacco operating against Schumacher, stepping in. Oh, blocked from behind by Odenbach. Fly swatted, and Thompson has it.
Bacco was like, where'd he come from?
The long arms of the 6'8 Odenbach. Now you get a post up. Carter Peterson squares up against Starcevic. Backing his way in, still backing his way in. Now he fades off the 10.
Boy, a 3 there, Todd, would have made things really interesting.
Could have made it a single-digit game, and now Bacco into the front court for Kindred. Bacco crosses over, goes to the rack attack, and he gets bodied up on the way in there. So it's not going to be a shooting foul. It's going to be 4 team fouls into Tommy's with 1:55 to play. Kindred will inbound to their own hoop.
Yeah, Schumacher gets his first personal.
Schumacher's got to feel like this is the one team that he probably he plays against the whole year that every guy he guards is like 6'5".
Yeah, you're right. Even off the bench.
Yeah.
There's the 5th now.
And now you're going to get Jake Starcevic at the free throw line, shooting 2. Krogstad picks up his 3rd. And Jake Starcevic. Free throw.
Oh, boy. This setter on the back iron and let her roll in, huh?
Starcevic's got a little,
hitch in the giddy up?
No, he's got a little plug in the nostril. Looks like he's got a bloody nose going on there. And somehow he wedged that first one in. Second one off the back iron. Tried it again. Gets 1 of 2. Makes it a 12-point lead. 59-47. Kindred on top. Tice on the left side. Up top, Schumacher. Oster reverses it. Krogstad thought about a step back. Post up. Peterson fades from the free throw line off the back tab. Rebound bounces off the floor. Spellhog has it. Gets it up to OC. Peraza fouled immediately when he gets over the timeline by Oster. And the Viking fans are starting to celebrate.
Yes, they are. Well,
it's the matchup that 97% of the state had when they filled out their brackets to start this State A tournament, and we're probably looking at it.
Yep, I would agree.
Peraza cans a free throw, makes it a 13-point lead with 1:33 to play from the Serve Pro stripe. Stay tuned. Our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame show comes up next as Presley Peraza gets them both. Makes it a 14-point game, 90 seconds to play. Oster to the elbow. Cut off, and Brady Schwab wants a timeout for the Thompson Tommies. Kindred is about to punch their ticket to the State A championship for the 2nd year in a row. 1:26 to play in the game. Kindred 61, Thompson 47.
Right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese. It has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh, yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh, yeah.
Order for Danny?
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
All right, Thompson's got to go. 1:26 to play in the game. They get it up to Thomas Schumacher. He launches from deep. Yes! He hit it.
Oh. Well, the play worked out on that timeout.
1:17 and counting to play in the game. And a quick foul. Might play the foul game here for a while now as it's a 11-point lead with 1:13 to play in the contest. Double bonus free throws the rest of the way. Braden Tice picks up a personal. And Starcevic has been camping out in the free throw line here.
Yeah, he has been.
Servpro free throw. Trained technicians, fire and water cleanup and restoration at Servpro. As Starcevic reigns home another one. What a nice night for him.
Yep.
Man, who are you picking for an MVP for Kindred tonight?
Boy, I don't know. I guess it all depends upon who the media is, or the other our media friends are going to take.
Get Starcevic, you could get Osi, you could get Peraza, you can get Baco. I mean, you got a 4-pack to pick from.
Yep.
Starcevic gets 1 and 2, still might be enough as they lead by a dozen, does Kindred. Schumacher has the handoff. Baco's on him like a postage stamp. Handoff, off a weave. Krogstad straight on 3. Oh, he got that one too. He got that one. Back-to-back threes made by Thompson, and they have cut this thing now to a 9-point game, and they're trading 3 for 1 right now, are the Tommies. 59 seconds to play.
Yeah, I mean, what a big shot there by Krogstad. And, well, as you said, Todd, I mean, it's going to be Kindred. They're going to have the chance, and they're just going to have to try to ice this one away at the free throw line.
And you get OC misfiring. 70% free throw shooter on the season, and you keep trading 3 for 1, and with a minute to play.
Numbers don't work in your favor if you're Kindred.
That is a bad mathematical equation. Oh, he missed them both. Oh, but the rebound pops right to Starcevic. Oh, no. And now OC with the two-hand jam.
Take that for missing those 2 free throws.
Are you kidding me? You missed 2 free throws. 2 Tommies there could have grabbed the rebound. Neither one of them did, and it turns into a flush with 2 hands for Carson Osi. What the world. And now he's going to come out. 38 seconds to play in the game. It's an 11-point lead for Kindred. It would have been a large hill to climb for Thompson no matter what, as they would have been down by 9 with possession, but still. Oh, shot blocked there by Baco. Cleared out of there by Kindred's Kylan Swenson. And now Spellhog gets fouled. And the celebration has begun again. Started a couple times tonight for Kindred, but now it's starting in earnest. 64-53, Kindred leads with 23.6 seconds remaining. As mentioned, stay tuned. Our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame show comes up next as Spellhog buries it. And you get a couple subs in now. Joseph Taylor comes on for the Tommies, along with Jeremy Tice, along with Porter Martin. Tommies, they were right there much of the night tonight. They're going to end up losing by about a dozen. That's the lead right now as Spellhog makes them both. Isaac was cash money on those 2 free throws right there. His first 2 points of the night. And it's a 13-point lead for Kindred with 23.6 seconds to play, and Elijah Conrad comes on for the Tommies. And Kindred's going to send in Gabe Iverson. And Kindred's going to send in Kyle Campbell. And Kindred's going to send in Graham Hess. As you've just waved the white flag and brought in all these sub-varsity guys, as this one has just about gone final. Joseph Taylor thought about a 3 for Thompson off a screen. Oster still out there. And now Taylor cranks it from deep. No, as Jeremy Tice had a hand on it for the Tommies. He touches it, but it's last touched by the Kindred Vikings. And Brady Ripplinger is going to come on for the Tommies. Oster will come off with 5.5 seconds to play. Kindred leading 66-53. And the state championship rematch in 4 seconds is going to be set. Downtown 3 for Joseph Taylor, no good. Rebound putback after the horn. And this one has gone final. Kindred 66, Thompson 53. The Kindred Vikings 24-1 in the season. And the Thompson Tommies are now 17-9. It'll be Kindred and Devils Lake for all the marbles tomorrow night. We welcome you to our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame show. Shots Crossroads, your postgame headquarters. You can order online at shotscrossroads.com. And planning team financial advisors helping clients work towards financial freedom. And our postgame rolls here from the Bismarck Event Center. Scott WOODMANSEE has made his way down to the sideline. Is going to get a word with some of the particulars here. Looks like he might get a word with one Carson Ossie. All right, Scott, let's send it down courtside and take it away, buddy.
All right, thanks, Todd. Well, Carson, I guess first and foremost, I got to ask you, how was the wheel tonight?
I know the wheel's a little sore, but I just taped it up, put my little brace on, and state tournament, you got to come play through it. Senior, 2 more games left, so I just got to tough through these.
You guys came out tonight and you played a team that you played earlier in the year, 15-point. You guys beat them by 15 last time, and the first half, it just seemed kind of like a ugly basketball game. Did you anticipate that coming out against these guys?
Oh, I think so. These guys match our length and our athleticism more than any other team. And last time we played them, it was a dogfight too, and knew today was going to be a dogfight. I mean, they're a good team. They don't give up. And so I knew it was going to be a dogfight.
Well, now you guys got through this one, and I'm sure you guys got to the game you wanted to get to when you started this season. I guess I'll ask you the question. You got a little bit of unfinished business left in you?
Yes, sir. That's been our motto all tournament in the locker room, so we want to get one more here.
And you had a chance to see this team. Now you go back and you enjoy this one for about, 4 minutes? And then you turn your attention. 30 seconds. Tomorrow night, big night tomorrow night. I'm guessing that ankle is going to be 100% tomorrow night.
We'll see how it feels in the morning, but we're just going to tape it up again and go play hard.
All right, man. Congratulations. Good luck. Go enjoy this one. Good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you.
All right, TD, there you go. Carson Ossie, back to you.
Yeah, well done. I like that. Yeah, we're going to worry about this one for about 30 seconds. And Carson Ossie is moving on to the ship tomorrow night against the Devils Lake Firebirds. All right, fans, put a wrap on this one. Put a bow on the day's action today from the Bismarck Event Center and the boys State A tournament. As it's the final score on your BNC Bank scoreboard, Kindred 66, Thompson 53, the Vikings to the championship. We'll put a bow on for this time out on the PSP Network.
The nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face wavy hair. Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all.
7, pressure, points, yeah! It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here.
That's a spot! Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Back in our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show. Kindred victorious 66-53 over the Thompson Tommies, as I lost my headset there for a second. It's been that kind of night. Thompson falls to 17-9 the season. Kindred 24-1. They have a date in the ship tomorrow against Devils Lake. We'll set that as upcoming matchups in a second here. But first, Scott, let's run through those final game numbers brought to you by Planning Team and Shots Crossroads.
All right, thanks, CD. First of all, for the Thompson Tommies, they were led in scoring by Gavin Krogstad with 12 points, and they put three more in double figures with 11. It was Carter Peterson with 11, Schumacher with 11, and Ulster with 11 for Thompson. And Noah Hippen had 6 points. He fouled out of the game, and it was 2 points for Drew Odenbach for their total of 53. For Kindred, leading the way was Jake Starcevic, 19 points. And right behind him was Carson Ossie with 17, Baco with 12, and Peraza with 15, and 2 Thunder dunks. And Isaac Spellhog with 2, and Luke Starcevic with 1 on the night. Kindred shot at 52% from the field, and Thompson was 41% from the field. The rebounding advantage, well, that went to Kindred, 32-25. And Kindred turned it over just 7 times. Thompson turned it over 9 times there. And just a great overall performance tonight in that second half by Kindred as they win it by a score of 66-53.
Yeah, well done. Hey, that four-headed monster for Kindred was really good tonight, right?
Yes, they were.
Yeah, they got it done. All right, fans, we'll give you that schedule here in just a second, but a couple things to wrap up. As first up, it's our move of the game brought to you by Spas, etc. Top-notch spa, hot tub, sauna, tanning bed, sales and installation service, billiard tables, gazebos as well. Been doing it since 2001 in the capital city, and the high-flying Presley Peraza brings you our move of the game. And Peraza with a tip away. Uh-oh. Clear the runway. Peraza will hammer it down. For a long time. That was outstanding right there. You don't get Scott and I hooting and hollering like that very often, but that young man took off from outside the lane with the one-handed sledgehammer, and that was a big dunk, as big as you will see in high school sports in North Dakota. Yeah, that was fun. Congratulations, Presley Peraza. That's your move of the game, brought to you by Spas, etc. All right, Scott, we got to give out our Sport Clips MVP, brought to you by the good folks at Sport Clips. Check in online with the hairstylist today at sportclips.com. Nice little bounce back today for the senior Carson Ossie.
Yeah, it was. Ossie with 17 points on the night, couple assists. 7 of 12 from the field, 3 of 6 from behind the three-point line. I mean, you could have given it to Starcevic. You could have given it to Peraza. You could have given it to Baco. I mean, Peraza was impressive, 7 of 9 from the free throw line. But I thought Ossie rebounded well off that ankle, and we'll see how he reacts tomorrow after tonight's game. But Carson Ossie is our Sport Clips MVP of the ball game.
All right, that sets up these matchups tomorrow right here on PSP, as we'll have digital audio coverage of all 4 games tomorrow starting at 10 o'clock. Wapaton and Killdeer get us going in the 7th place game. At 11:45, it'll be DLB and Beulah. At 3 o'clock, it'll be Shiloh Christian and Thompson for 3rd. And our final and the state championship A game will take place at an early start. 5 o'clock start here from the Bismarck Event Center. Devils Lake and Kindred, that should be a title heavyweight fight right there. The 1 and the 2 seeds, the matchup that everyone wanted to see. It'll take place tomorrow at 5 o'clock right here at the Event Center. All right, fans, that puts a wrap on it for us tonight. Big thanks to these sponsors, BNC Bank, Valvoline and Snow Change, First International Bank and Trust, Ryan Family Dealership. Serve Pro brings you tonight's game along with Magic Towing. Our postgame, as always, brought to you by Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads. Postgame brought to you by Planning Team and Shots, and our player of the game, Sport Clips, and your move of the game, Spas, etc. Great job by our team today. Joe Cattell got us going today. Scott Woodmansee, the partner for these last couple here. Todd DOMRES repeating your final score. It's Kindred victorious 66-53 over the Thompson Tommies, and it'll be Kindred and Devils Lake for the state championship tomorrow. Thanks for joining us, fans, tonight, and until an early one tomorrow morning for that 7th place game with a pregame at about 10:45. So long for tonight from the Bismarck Event Center. Peraza with a tip away. Uh-oh. Clear the runway. Peraza will hammer it down. for a long time.
And the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair. Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with the hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here. Hit off, 7, pressure, point, yeah! It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot! Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by